Angels live in my town.
So listen the f*** up.
It's crazy.
This sounds like you actually have something to say.
Oh, good for you.
What the fuck is he talking about?
You guys are doing terrific.
This is great iced tea.
I think every American should be watching this.
What's good?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Welcome to Angels Live in My Town, everybody.
Thank you.
Got another show coming up.
And another one.
I always say this, but it's a big show. An interesting show. We're going to talk about... Where's my rundown here, Mikey?
I sent it to you.
I know. So yeah, we're gonna recap yesterday's show or last week, whatever, last month. Yeah, we had 40 Muscle on the show. That was a good episode. We're gonna recap a little of that, what we talked about, what we did.
Good guy.
We're gonna talk about the story I had at the Audi dealership. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, and then we've got we were talking about Tim Dillon. He copied us on a fucking post recently. It's a post we did over a year ago. We did this bit, and then he copied
a promo.
Yeah, could be parallel thinking, but we think he stole it from us.
We're not sure.
And then we got a Steve Harvey clip talking about women paying on the first date. We got a clip about a woman cooking lasagna in the dishwasher to save money. This sounds crazy to me. I don't know much about it.
She's got when we get to that, I've got so many things of like little notes that I made of her ways to save money, and it's gonna blow your mind.
Okay. And then we've got our guest coming in, who is a weed sommelier, a cannabis sommelier.
Yes.
And I didn't even know this existed.
Of course it does, buddy. It's just like beer and wine now, buddy. Weeds.
Yeah.
There's a store. There's stores everywhere.
There's a market for people who want like nicely cultivated, artisan,
Yeah.
Like I guess like anything. Yeah, you want, there's a critique about it.
Exactly. She's gonna educate us on some stuff.
She's gonna educate. Yeah, I don't know what
this
the hell
is fun.
I'm
I
talking
know
about.
you love weed, so
I do.
This should be fun.
I'm a big proponent. So
fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. She's coming in on the show, in-house, in studio.
Yeah,
That's coming up.
Buddy, we're getting a lot of guests in the studio. It's nice.
Yes. Well, now that the pandemic's lifting slightly,
Finally.
seems like, people are moving on. Some people don't want to move on. Some people are still like, I want to wear my mask. I don't think they should remove the passports, but...
There's not many people. I don't know anyone that says that.
I know I've seen a bunch. Well, you don't live in the city. You don't live in Toronto.
I don't.
Bunch of scaredy cats out there.
A lot of people from Toronto that moved here, but maybe that's why they moved.
I'd think so.
Niagara's a beautiful area. Toronto's a beautiful city too, don't get me wrong. It's just too busy, and from what you've been telling me lately, I don't know if I could deal with it
It's
myself.
a nightmare, no. It's not the same. But
we still love the city though.
This now, like, we got some nice weather today. The weather's going to pick up here, and Niagara's the best to be in the summer. I'm telling you, I don't even want to go away.
Crystal Beach, Shirkston, we got it all down here, guys.
Yeah, it's awesome. You're probably looking forward to Shirkston this year. It's going to be sick this year.
Homeowner there.
Yeah, you are.
Kind of.
And hopefully one day you get to invite some of your friends to enjoy it.
That would be nice.
All right, let's get right into it, buddy. By the way,
Nice.
I do need to take a sip of this tasty beverage. Mike pulled this out. He goes, "This is a big gun."
I'm not even drinking that yet. I'm saving that for a little bit later.
This is a big gun. This is my first sip, and you're telling me this is worth, what was it, $8 a beer?
$8 a can.
$8 a can.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Delicious though. Wait till you try it. It's a one-off.
Okay.
I think
Here
from
we
Founders.
go.
I think
What's it called? Founders?
I think it was Founders. Yeah.
Let me take my gum out.
Yeah. Hurry up. Drink that shit. We're not Somalians.
My oh my.
It's good, right?
Ooh.
I'm drinking.
It's layered.
It's good.
It's like you got the initial kick of like a vanilla-y flavor, and then it goes into this real hoppy, earthy tone. It's excellent. That's an excellent beer. I think it's worth $8.
It is a tasty beverage. You would pay $8. If they charge $8 at the store in the States.
It's like a $16 beverage at a bar then.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
And if you want
get single malt scotch for that.
But if you want to enjoy that with your dinner, then that's what you would buy. If you just want one beer, that would be what you would buy.
I said single malt scotch.
Scotch.
Okay, and
let's get into difficult things here, buddy. Let's get into your story. So
you want to talk about my Audi story?
Yeah, I thought it was funny when you started telling me. So.
This was an uncomfortable thing for me this week. So I've had this noise coming, like there was this noise in my car.
You've had a noise for a while, yeah.
And I was dreading taking it to the dealership because I just know, like, I drive an Audi and I'm like, it's going to be expensive. Yeah. Any repair you take in there, it's like hundreds, if not thousands of dollars.
Well, you're driving a German car.
Yeah.
It's electric.
And when it makes noises, you're like, okay, this is gonna be an expensive one.
Fuck. There goes the neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to take out a car loan to repair it. Anyway,
I used car loan just to repair it.
Yeah. So I go to the dealership. I bring it in. I'm like, listen, I think I need new brakes, and like it's making a noise. Go take a look at it.
Yeah.
I don't want to give them too much because then I'm like, then they start inventing shit, or like whatever. I'm just like, just look at the car. Tell
it's
me
not a
what's wrong.
trusted mechanic. It's not like somebody you know or you trust. I get it.
Well, it's a dealership. I trust them. I got you guys.
Well, they
sort of do.
top dollar, so they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the dealership. So I'm like, I'm hoping that they're going to be an honest crew.
You would
there.
hope.
Yeah. Anyways,
I feel like Audi wouldn't have to like I feel like
Scam ya?
Ford or somebody would have to try to like weasel a little more, and they're already charging top dollar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's funny, like I haven't had any issues with this car the whole time. I've had it since 2015, and I haven't had any repairs really at all. So the guy calls me. He goes, "Okay, your car's gonna be ready tomorrow." He goes, "This tells me everything he needs." Blah 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 blah. Total comes out to $6,000. $6,000.
I would say
"Fuck
normally in
me."
my mind, Mikey, that is the price of a used car. Not nowadays. I would say now a shitty used car is
You're
probably
right,
about
dude.
10.
I was
pretty close.
I was on Facebook Marketplace, like
You
looking
can
at
get
cars.
used cars for 6 Gs.
You can get Porsche Cayennes for 6 Gs.
Yeah,
that are like
what, a
2012,
1990
2013.
No way, really?
20, buddy, I saw them.
They've
$6,000. They might
dropped
have
off?
issues. They might have some issues with
They've
them.
dropped off then. Even with issues, you would think they'd be more.
The Cayennes really drop off. The Cayennes they
That's
drop
the
in value.
SUV model, right?
That's the SUV. That's the bigger SUV. They have a
SVU?
smaller
SUV.
SUV.
I always mix it up because I watched the Law and Order show. It's the only one I like, and you want to know why I like it, and people are probably going to take this the wrong way. Someone always gets raped.
You're fucked.
It's a joke.
That's messed up.
It's a bad joke.
That's messed up.
Is it though?
Why? Oh, is it Special Victims, right? Yeah. Special Victims
I like
Unit.
that one. That's the only show I watch on regular cable.
Coincidentally, Mike's calls his penis SVU.
No.
No, you don't call it the Special Victim Unit.
I'm gonna start.
That's pretty funny. Anyway,
Anyways, back on the Audi.
so $6,000, and I'm like, fuck. Okay. So I'm like, I could go get options. I can go get other opinions, blah blah blah. But
But
I'm
you
like,
want this done.
I need it done. I got it. I got work coming up that's going to require me traveling, driving, blah blah blah. I need to get the shit done.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So I find, I go to pull some money out of my savings. I put it in my account. I go to the dealership.
They call you, tell you it's ready.
Ready to go.
Let's go.
I'm like, okay,
Ready.
here we go.
get
Okay,
this done.
$6,000.
Give me some cash. Take your car.
Right. It almost feels clean when you give up that much money. You're just like, okay, I don't need it.
Didn't even exist
It doesn't even exist.
because it wasn't in your hand.
Yeah.
Again.
So I give him my card, and I'm paying through my debit. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not through my credit card. It's through my debit. Well, it's a Visa debit, whatever.
Visa debit. Same shit.
And they say limit exceeded, and I was like, well, no. I look at my account, like plenty of money in it, plenty of money in my
Put your
checking
savings
account.
in there. But you get a limit for the day. I remember you telling me this.
Yeah. So they go back and they go, oh, maybe there's a limit for how much you can spend every day. So I'm like, okay, try
Normal.
try 5,000 because I look on the online. It says 5,000 is my limit.
5K.
So I'm like, okay, try 5,000. Nope, didn't work. I'm like, try 4,000. Doesn't work. No. So at this point, I'm like, let me call the bank and make sure, like, I can make them release the funds so that I can pay this bill.
Yeah.
I'm on fucking hold with TD for like 45 minutes. Girl goes, there's no hold on your account. And I said, well, I'm trying to make this payment. She goes, you can spend 5,000 at point of sale. And I'm like, okay, well, it's
I'm
not
laughing
going
because
through.
I already know this story.
It's not going through. And then she goes, and I go, but it still doesn't solve my problem because the bill's like 5,800 and change.
Yeah,
okay?
6 Gs.
Yeah. So I'm like, I need another 800. I'm like, if my limit's 5,000, how am I gonna get the other 800? She goes, oh no, you can spend 5,000 at the the machine,
Gotcha. Yeah.
and you could take out another 2,500 at the bank machine.
Yeah, I care.
And I'm like,
Give me a
okay.
fucking.
I'm like, you kidding me? I'm like, I just want to spend my fucking money to pay
Yeah.
this fucking bill. Like, these
Yeah.
guys need their money.
Just open it up.
Just open it up. I can't do that, sir.
That's so stupid.
I can't do that. I'm like, what is going on in this country? Where
I don't know. You can't even spend your own
I
money
can't even
that
spend
you
my
work
own
for.
money.
My thing is, like, who's your bank? Like, they should have, like, some kind of code or, like, ask you some security questions and be like, okay, this is Mike. We've confirmed it.
Yeah, well,
He
dude,
wants to spend over the limit. Let's let him do the one-off here. And then next time he wants to spend that limit again, we got to go through the same process.
I thought that's what would happen.
You would think.
I would think.
I've done that before. I'm just going to let you know.
You got to go through a whole bunch of
Who's your bank? Who's your bank? Fuck them.
TD.
That's why.
And then you have to go. Yeah. Toronto, don't get your money.
Is that their new slogan?
That's their new slogan, yeah. So they, you got to go through a whole litany of security checks before you even get on the horn with like a customer service officer. You know, I got to put in my code. I got to do a voice recognition.
This is so funny because like I had the bank and I was just trying to make an appointment with a mortgage person because my mortgage is due, and I couldn't even prove that I was myself because I couldn't answer the security questions. You are answering the questions they ask, and you can't even get your own fucking money.
Well,
I couldn't even make an appointment.
Did you create those security questions?
No,
like,
no.
You don't remember what they are.
They were generic like questions like, do you have a checking account? I'm like, fuck, I barely use this account. I have no idea.
God.
It was real bad. And I said to the guy, I go, you know what? Can I just do this online? He's like, you definitely can. But he goes, there's going to be questions on there too. I'm like, fuck me.
Can't you just show the fucking guy your ID?
I wasn't there. I called.
Oh, okay. So anyways, so I go back to the teller. I'm like, listen, I think I could spend 5,000 here. Try 5,000. Doesn't work again. So
they told you it did though.
So they told me it did on the bank.
Bastards.
So then I go, let's just try 2,500. I know there's money in there. Whatever. We tried 2,500. 2,500 goes through. I go, okay, let's do 2,500 again.
Booyah.
2,500 goes through a second time.
25 plus 25, 5,000.
We're up to $5,000.
You still owe a G.
Still owe a G. So I said, okay, let's try doing the rest now, 800. And then we go into it and they say, no, exceeded limit, can't do it. And I go, fuck. I go, listen, do you have an ATM here? And then they're like, no. And I'm like, where's the closest ATM? They're like, I don't know. They're like, I don't know. So I'm like, well, can you give me my car and then I'll go get the money and then I can come back?
Logical question.
And then she goes, yeah, I don't know.
She looked at your shoes. She goes, those Yeezys? You can walk.
She's like,
you can afford to walk.
She's like, I don't know. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I just gave you $5,000. I should get my car at the it's not that much money at this point.
And they have all your information. Where are you going?
Exactly.
They already have your credit card information.
They got my credit card. They got my address. They got my name. They got
all they realistically would have to do is wait till the next day and then just charge you.
Really? Yeah, that's probably what they could do.
Lucky, like if I would have worked there, you'd already had your card, and I'd be like, tomorrow 800 will come out. I'll do it for you. So
she has to go talk to the manager. And she goes into his office and she's like telling him the story. He comes out to me with my sheets and all this stuff in my work.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, we'll give you your car, but we're working on the honor system.
Kind of like when you catch COVID, you got to work on the honor system and stay home.
We're working on the honor system. You're going to come back, right? And I go, yeah, I'll come back.
No, I'm going to take that G. Shove it up your ass.
And my thinking first was like, I think, yeah, we are working on the honor system. I just gave you $5,000. I haven't even seen my car. Like, I don't even know what you did.
Where's the keys?
Right. I'm like, I don't even know if you did anything. I'm going to get in my car. It's going to make the same fucking noise. So anyway, they give me my keys. I left.
Too funny.
I come back. And
I just love my favorite part of the story.
I think they were surprised to see me when I came back.
You're on the honor system. They have all your information.
Yeah.
Like, give me a fucking break.
I still think they made lots of money on that deal, even if I didn't come back.
Things are marked up like crazy, right?
But I felt like they were shocked when I came back to give them the money.
Oh, Mikey came back.
You're here. We weren't expecting you.
Hello. Oh, Mikey, walk back.
I'm a good Samaritan. I'm a good person like that.
I didn't. Yeah, you drove. You didn't walk back.
I didn't walk back.
Mikey drove back.
In the car you repaired.
Yeah.
Thank you. For that. Thank you for that, Audi. $5,800 later.
You know what? If people don't like the story, fuck them. It's so funny. And it's so true.
I didn't think it was that funny.
I think it's great because he's like, we're on the honor system.
We're on the honor system now.
It's so
okay?
stupid. That was the punchline.
Yeah.
Anyways,
okay. So next up.
You want to move on to this biter Dillon?
Yeah. I do love my Audi now. It feels like a brand new car now.
Well, money well spent then. Right?
And I'm putting a system in it. I tell you that?
Yeah, I love you. Well, yeah, we discussed that. I love
I'm going to see the legend. Larry, also been on the show.
Base Electronics.
Base Electronics. He's
Larry
going to hook it up.
legend.
He's going to hook it up. Okay, Tim Dillon copying us. Motherfucker.
Yeah, buddy.
What a shithead.
Let's get into a couple details about this. You want to show his clip first and then get into the details? So show this clip. Show his clip. I sent it to you.
Should we show his clip first or our clip first?
We came out first. Show ours first. So we did this
Yeah,
promo
we did
for
this
Christmas.
first.
Come out with this money idea. It's funny. Let it play through too. I love this one. Let that play through. So we did this for our Christmas show that was at South Coast Cookout. Shout out. We did a live show at the Cookhouse, and we had this promo.
Yeah.
Angels live in my town.
The people already want to watch the show.
That isn't good enough. They have got to be so scared to miss it.
Scrooge.
So terrified.
Good clip. It's great.
Yeah, it's excellent.
I love it.
Perhaps I can help you. Here's the kind of thing I would have done. Grace, cue it up.
This is really good, by the way.
Well, and we did this bit before anyone else.
Buddy, we did this.
did
The
this-
original post date was December 18th, 2020.
2020, 2 years ago.
Caesar. Remember this bit? I forgot about that fucking bit.
It's not that bad. No, he's pretty good. You're pretty good with nuts in your mouth.
Unnecessary. They can
So good, buddy. This is an
only
excellent
do
promo.
harm.
Excellent.
Not bad, huh?
Okay, so that's our promo. Original release date, December 18th, 2020.
2 years ago.
I also would like
Tim.
to note that we reposted it December 23rd, 2021. Now, Tim, is it Tim Dillon?
Tim Dillon.
Tim Dillon.
Who's actually a comedian I like
I
and
like him
respect.
too.
He's very funny.
I basically
He's very good.
We're trying to goat him in here at this point.
Well, he's very successful. He's got a very successful podcast, and we don't.
Yeah, no one's watching this.
No
We're
one-
doing this for fun, basically. at this point. Thank you, guys.
let's. I don't like to put that out there.
People
that.
like that. They like when we put ourselves down. They're like, "Oh, that's funny." They're very. What do you
No.
call that? That's not down to earth or whatever. Whatever. Fuck it. Anyways, so we reposted it December 23rd, 2021. Tim's post comes out February 3rd, 2022.
Almost 2 years after.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, 2 years after the original post.
Right.
Yeah.
After we
Play
conceived
his.
it, created it, put it out.
Is this
People
ours?
already want to watch the show.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
No, this looks exactly like ours.
That isn't good enough. They have got to be so
Dude, this is ours.
scared to miss it. So terrified.
Here's the kind of thing I would have done. Grace, cue it up.
And then he does it different.
It's nice. This is good too, though. It's an excellent idea.
You are a disgrace. Drug addict, potentially closeted lesbian. You've never moved out of the house. Nobody respects you. You are a probably. You are gross around kids. You're a weirdo. They gotta watch you like Pepsi. So don't keep my name out of your mouth, okay? Drug addict, because if I bumped into him, I'd really give him a piece of my mind. How are you gonna bump into me? I don't live in your kitchen, okay? You've never laughed.
Show there.
I'm in Malibu, ho! How am I gonna bump into you?
So, anyways, like literally the same thing, right?
Not bad, huh?
Pretty right on spot on.
Okay. So when you
People
sent me
already
this,
wanna watch
I
the
go to
show.
our socials, and what do? I
That
say,
isn't good enough.
"Yo, Joe Rogan, what's up with your boy Tim Dillon stealing our promo?"
Yeah.
Like, I put this on our social.
Uh-huh.
So we've already called him out on this. It said, we used that promo in December 2020 and just reposted it on our socials again, December 2021. Tim, if you need some writers for your show, we're available. But seriously, Tim, you want to come on our show and explain this? Yes, we're trying to goat you into coming on our show, but DM us and let's talk.
And what any response?
There was a couple of replies. The most, like on most of them, were like kind of like "fuck you" type things. But
I want to hear
one-
the people that commented.
The one I didn't take all those screenshots. The best one was that the guy made a point. He goes, "You mean he stole the scene from Scrooge that you stole?" And I go, I said, and my
Yeah.
response was, "Yeah, we parodied
Yeah.
the scene from Scrooge. So is Tim parodying us?" Question
Right.
mark. And his response was with the emoji, which you can't see on radio. So I'm putting my hands up and shrugging my shoulders.
Yeah. I wonder if that got us any attention. Like, I mean,
I did. You know what? I thought it would go a little further. Remember, I was actually kind of excited, like if that actually was a thing. And Tim, we'll probably tag him on this. Hopefully, this turns into something.
Yeah, hopefully. Tim, reach out to us. Come on, man. Throw us a bone. We like your stuff.
I like Tim's stuff.
You can rip off more of our bits. We don't mind.
Yeah, I told him we're offering writing,
right,
and ideas.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
You know,
as long as we can use them here too.
We're pretty. We're pretty cutting edge. Yeah, if we could play your clips on our show, that'd be great.
It would be awesome.
And then just give a shout out to us. Like, that'd be great.
Yeah. Angels live in our town.
Just like,
Hey, check out the 2 mics.
Send
Angels
us
live
some
in my town.
shine. Send us some shine.
We're small town guys. Help us out.
Yeah. Something like that.
But it is crazy if that actually is a thing. Like if he literally saw it somehow and was like, "Oh, that's a good idea."
I think it's.
What do you think it is? Just
I honestly think it's probably parallel thinking. I don't think anyone's seen our shit. Like I think unfortunately we do good work, but no one's seen our shit. But I think it's a validation in our part that we create and make stuff on the same level as one of the biggest guys in the game.
Comedian.
Like we did it 2 years before him.
Yeah.
It took him 2 extra years to figure that out.
So when we decide, if we decide to just call it quits, what you're saying, 5 years, 10 years later, people are like, oh, there's a call following.
These guys were so ahead of their time that
Hilarious House of Frightenstein.
It took us 15 years to figure them out.
Who else was on our show?
House Frightenstein, Mitch Markowitz.
I'd be like the Evil Dead of podcasts.
Are we the Evil Dead of podcast? Or the
Wayne's World of podcast. What was our other tag?
The Hustler magazine.
Yeah, the Hustler magazine of podcast.
I like Penthouse better.
That guy fucking. Well, yeah, I think he took Hustler because of what's his name, that creepy guy. Oh, I think we lost you in there, Mike. There, you're unplugged. Plug back in.
Check.
Oh, you're good now.
Yeah, just a little tappy.
A little tap-a-roo.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Hustler. He picked Hustler. That was Larry Flint, right?
Larry Flint.
Yeah, that's why he picked that. That son of a bitch.
Excuse me, Mr. Senator.
Doug.
Pornography isn't obscene when it's with a donkey and your mother. That's Larry Flint talks like this.
Your lips actually looks pretty good.
Larry, well, I can do a good Larry Flint impression, Mr. Senator.
Remember when that movie was popular with Woody Harrelson? I used to do the one scene, and my brother and sister used to laugh their ass off.
Which scene?
I can't remember it. But I used to love that movie for some reason. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
But I really loved it. And I just so rusty.
It's got Norton's in it. The only thing I don't like about it is Courtney Love. She does a good job.
Dude, I think she's so hot.
I hate her.
Oh, want to touch the hiney?
Oh, hot. Want to touch the hiney?
I hate Courtney Love because she killed Kurt Cobain.
Maybe.
You ever seen that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That documentary.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Women should offer to pay the bill on a first date. I don't know about this, buddy. I don't know if I feel...
Let's get a... So I'm married, I don't know, 10, 12, 13, 14, whatever. You're a single dude. So if you go on a date, can I ask you something? If they... Because I've seen this clip. So if they ask you, the girl's like, hey, you want me to pay half of it? What's your response?
I'd say...
First date.
So I would... If she offers to say, hey, do you want to split it?
Yeah.
I'll say, no, I got it. Okay. Because it's usually unless it's a really heavy bill and she ordered, if she was obnoxious and ordered $100 bottle of wine, ordered lobster and steak and all these other things.
Where are you going on first dates? Fuck.
Can you
take me on a first
date? If I felt like a girl was trying to take advantage of me, and then she made an empty gesture to say pay for half of it, I would totally take. I love when people make empty gestures now, because when you can tell it's an empty gesture, I always take them up on it. I'll help you if you need some help. Yeah, sure, that'd be great. You know what I mean?
And they're like, fuck.
I shouldn't have made that empty gesture.
Well, people do that all the time. But it is.
I'm calling people out on their empty gestures.
Oh, duly noted.
So there you go. Don't make me an empty gesture. I'll take you up on it. So, but I think my opinion. I'll wait till Steve what he has to say. But
Steve said something similar to what you just said, by the way.
But I think it's like.
But he explained something real deep.
My experience. If a girl is insistent on paying or wants to split it, it means she doesn't like you.
Oh, that's an interesting take.
That's my opinion.
Because she wants to pay and be like, "Well, I paid. I'm out of here.
I don't know.
I'm buying you out." Kind of like that scene from
Cut My Losses.
Tale, when the guy's like, he owes you $20, and then he's like, "Well, he owes you $20. You got off cheap. You don't never have to talk to him again.
Never have to talk to him again. Yeah,
because he's out of your life. He's gonna dodge you.
He's gonna dodge you for the 20. Yeah, exactly.
I like that, buddy. I like that theory.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think if a girl wants you to pay, it's almost like, yeah, I want to suck your dick, and you should,
reciprocate that.
Reciprocate the gesture. That's a nice gesture I'm putting forward.
I'm gonna tell you, I last time I did date,
yeah,
I would always pay, regardless of how the date went. I always paid.
Okay, well, I think that there's I think it's very rare that a girl's going out with you just to get a free meal. I sense them though. I can suss them out quick. I suss it out quick. But that's very rare. It has happened maybe once or twice my whole life where I felt like a girl was just taking advantage of
Mike.
The whole shit. Yeah. But no, generally I don't like when a girl offers because I like the gesture. I actually like the empty gesture of a girl like, oh, like I can kind of tell, oh, can I? Do you want me to? Oh, I'll pay. No, it's okay. I'll do. And then,
do you notice all our girls have like an Asian, kind of similar Asian porno accent?
They're all subservient like, oh, no, I pay.
Like such a bad porno Asian.
The bills are too big.
It's too big.
It's too big.
Gentle.
I pay. I wash dishes.
Oh, that's...
Okay.
Anyways, listen to
So
Steve's
let's see what
explanation. Play this
Sarah-
clip. So this chick asks, go ahead, play the clip. She asked a question.
I've been
Steve
single
answers.
for a long time. I mean, a long time. So I'll go on those dating.
How long is that, baby? Ma'am.
She's cute for an older broad.
No, about 17 years.
She tried.
I go on these dating website advice
close to 60
things,
now,
and I
like
read
late
recently
50s. Face
that
looks
a
good.
woman should offer to pay for 50%, half the dinner on the first date.
In your 60s
So
is
they
maybe a
said
different
men
story.
would definitely say no, but they'll appreciate the effort. Well,
I do appreciate the effort,
last
yeah.
couple
there
of
you go.
times they've said yes.
Ooh.
So I thought, this backfired. Let me see.
Empty gesture got
so
called out.
That's you.
My question is, do men really appreciate it? And should women offer to pay for half on the first date?
Steve's very
No.
stern on this.
No,
point.
they don't
Well, just no.
appreciate it, and you shouldn't offer it. It's just, look,
It's all women in the crowd.
you know what?
Yeah.
I like to point that out.
I really get sick of dating sites trying to play both sides of the fence.
Can I say
You
something to
want to
Steve? I
match
get
a woman
tired
up
of
with something.
these like guru guys.
Yeah. Steve had some good advice.
Wait,
about something else.
his advice here is good. I mean,
How
he has
long
a very
is it though?
It's the whole clip is 3
But
minutes.
then you want her to be this totally independent, standalone person. Well, guess what? A man can't be an independent, standalone person. A man, a
like this point,
heterosexual
I'm not gonna lie
man,
to
is
you.
nothing without a woman.
It's
Zero.
a man's world.
No-
James Brown.
Yeah.
I like that point. I'm not going to lie to you.
Behind every good man is a good woman, I find.
Ozzy.
But then women
Ice-T.
will say, we don't stand behind men, we stand next to men.
That's fine. Whatever.
Stand wherever you
Whatever
want.
makes you stand
Stand in
wherever you
front of
want.
me.
I actually like them in front of me because
Stand in front of me when Russia invades.
On the floor, smack that. I like when they stand in front of me.
Yeah,
I got
this-
that. I got you.
when Russia's invading, stand in front of me.
They won't do that then.
Ask
I wouldn't do that either.
That's a joke.
I get it. No
That's a
shit.
joke.
No shit. Come on.
The trucker,
you don't need to explain that.
The trucker protests coming in, and they're all scary. You stand in front of me.
Now's your turn.
The truckers are neither scary nor I don't want
Yeah.
to
protection.
me. Ask any heterosexual man, and he'll tell you, without women, this don't work.
It's true.
This is nothing without you.
I would fucking kill myself probably if there was no women on the planet.
They got a red snapper and it's talking to you.
What the heck would happen if all the women disappeared like one day? Like you wake up and it's all dudes. It's planet
For
of the,
me and you, well, there'd be no more. Eventually, the human species would die out.
planet of the man apes.
You can't do that. It's impossible.
We would all die out eventually.
Eventually.
But
yeah.
we would still have a period of time where we were coexisting with just a bunch of dudes.
You know what they call that?
What?
Jail. You didn't see that coming, did you?
I thought you were going to say something about the Greek army or something.
Oh, Jesus. The 300 plus one.
Yeah. the one was the one that gang raped.
It's a hell of a gangbang.
That's okay.
Do you
Let's keep
understand that? That's period. So stop teaching these women stuff that they don't need to know. If a man asks you out and he...
That's kind of misogynist. Stop teaching these women things they don't need to know.
Well,
they don't need to know shit.
He gets into it here. It
I
makes
don't
sense
know.
more.
That's a little
bit.
misogynist. You don't need to mansplain to these ladies.
willing to buy you a plate of food, how can you possibly think that this guy can take care of a family?
So if he can't, he's saying if he can't afford to buy you a
Right.
meal, how is he going to support you?
Support your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
That's what I said. Like, he has a good point.
That's a fair point. But he's also assuming that, like, every guy that takes you out wants to start a family with you. That's definitely not
well,
the case.
I'm assuming he's basing it on this chick's age and being single for
true.
something. Just a guess.
Yeah, but she's not having any kids.
Not at this point. Well, I don't know her life.
He's just got.
I don't know her life.
All he's got to really do is pay for her meals when she goes out. That's basically it. And then maybe give her a roof. You know, give her a place to put her head down.
Yeah, he says that, and then he gives you a house. He gets really deep into it. That is a good point that this chick is an elder lady. and he's talking to her like, hey, you're starting a family. That's not really what she asked at her
No.
age. You know what? I didn't even think of that when I watched that. That's a really good point. Like he's talking about someone that's probably in their 20s, 30s.
Yeah. 20s, 30s, I agree with him. I agree, like,
What
you
he's saying, but for her question, it should be more like, well, depends on what you're looking for. Like, are you looking to, like, just get into a relationship? It's different when you're older. I agree with you now. I never thought of that. That's actually really smart.
The reality is, it's like, Peterson talks about that. Jordan Peterson, who I'm a big fan of, talks about this. Like, there are much less select quality men than, you know, so like the most guys, like I think the majority of guys have a hard time finding a partner. And then the small group of guys that are high quality men, like they make a lot of money, they're good looking, they're in shape, they can get like any woman they want. Like they have like an option, you know what I mean? Like they have an easy time getting women, and then other guys have like a really difficult time getting women, like really hard.
Yeah.
You know? Like, but then the guys that are
like
select,
Skeet Davison.
Skeet gets like, yeah. He gets like, he has he's like, he got dumped. When he got dumped by Ariana Grande, I was like, man, how do you recover from that? She's so hot.
I actually prefer her over Kim.
But now, yeah, every girl he's been with since her has been hotter.
I prefer Andrea Grande. I'm so bad.
Adriana. You just fucked it. When you just said her name, I fucking forgot her name. No, but he was with this girl, Kaya Gerber, after what's her name now? Adriana
Grande.
Ariana, not Adriana. You
Whatever.
fuck. Adriana. No, Kaya Gerber, who's Cindy Crawford's daughter.
Yep.
Oh my God, is she a stunner?
Yeah.
You know who else I'm obsessed with now? Is Stallone's daughters. Oh my God, they're so hot.
They don't look like him.
They don't really.
Oh, you
like,
sent me a picture of her. Yeah.
Jennifer,
yeah.
it's Jennifer Flavin and Stallone's. They're still together, by the way. Flavin still looks amazing. Like their mom, she still looks great. Sly still looks pretty good. He's got a lot of work done, but he still looks pretty good. But the daughters, they're funny, they're cool, they're really pretty. I'm like in love with them secretly.
It's not a secret now.
Cat's out of the bag now.
Oh.
Hopefully they watch this. They like me.
You want to finish the rest of this clip?
Yeah, let's finish.
It doesn't make any sense.
Don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense. You can't feed me, but we finna go somewhere and have some kids.
Yeah, see, like I like
Who's
your
going
point
to
now.
require
Like,
constant feeding?
She's not having kids at her age.
No.
So I mean, the
Basically,
next little point is moot now in my mind.
She wants trips to Hawaii and shit. That's what she needs.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Men, we know. Real men, we know. That if we take you out, we supposed to pay. We know that.
No doubt.
That's a good point. You know what? That's been
We
ingrained
all-
in my mind. Like I said,
Truth
when
be
I
told-
was dating, I always paid for the first date.
I agree. So if you're asking a girl out, hey, you want to go for dinner with me? That right away, you're asking them to come. I
with
think
you. It's my treat.
It's my treat. Yeah.
Yeah.
If a girl is taking you out for your birthday, you know, I'm like, hey, I want to take you out for your birthday.
The girl pays?
I would say so. That's a gesture. Like I'm taking you out for your
It's
birthday.
a gift. That's the gift.
That's the gift.
Good point.
So there's a certain occasions. Obviously, that would happen probably after you've been dating for a while. But
Yeah.
Or
Who
first
knows?
dates.
Maybe
First
they're
dates.
just being nice.
Dude, if you're a dude and you can't afford to go on dates,
Then you stay home.
stay home. Make
Or
some more
you get
money.
on Bumble and you go to coffee shops and fuck.
Yeah, stay home, make some more money. When you got some money, then you can go on dates. It's an incentive, actually. To, like, if you want to meet people
Or
and go
you
on
figure
dates.
out dates you can afford.
Yeah, which I'm never.
Coffee.
Coffee dates. I for me, it's the time that is like. I'm
See,
like,
to me, a
it's-
coffee date is like, hey, you really want to get to know someone. A night date is like, hey, let's fuck.
For me, when I go on dates, I want to have a good time. I want to have fun. And a coffee date sounds so boring to me. It's like a waste of time. I want to go and have fun.
We like to party.
Yeah. Let's go have a few drinks and we get loose, go dancing, go to a comedy club, take our pants off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pass out in an Asian woman's living room. I don't.
Let's figure out what happened 2 days later.
Yeah. Wake up. Wonder where my pants are.
Hey.
That's my time. That's my kind of good time. Okay, so that's good. Steve Harvey's got some decent.
It's just
advice.
but you flipped this on me.
I flipped it on you, eh?
A little bit, yeah. It was a little different. I didn't think of it that way. I was thinking I wanted to see your opinion as, you know, dating, and then he's like, but if you were dating this woman, yeah, you're not looking for kids.
Now it's
a good point.
It's actually happened to me where I went on a date with a girl. It wasn't going well, And then when the bill came, she's like, we're splitting it, or she wanted to pay for it. And I'm like, this is her subtle way of saying,
it's over, pal.
It's over.
Have a good night.
Yeah. I don't want anything
That's all,
from you,
folks.
I don't want anything from you. I don't want to, like,
I don't even want to see what the dick tastes like.
Yeah, I'm gonna be polite, and we're gonna say goodbye, and we're never gonna see each other again.
Thank you for the bill that I paid for.
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of bills,
and if you want a guy to pay for the bill, that's a good way to do it, because then if you want to. I'm going to, if a girl is like, I'm going to pay because you're broke ass. And then the guys would be like, no, I'm not broke ass. I'm not broke ass. I'll pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
If girls, a little tip.
I get a little
tip. Emasculate them. They'll pay.
That's a good move. I got a little surprise for you. So our guest is here. Why don't we bring her in for our next topic?
Oh, okay.
Let's introduce her and then bring her in for our next topic. So we've got Luisa here.
How are we going to get her in here? Through the front door?
I'm going to open that door.
Okay.
So we got Luisa. Well, we'll take a 2-second break and then come back in. So we got Luisa here, who is a weed sommelier. She is a lover of all things cannabis. She wants to educate people and hopefully help people find the benefits in cannabis, as she has personally found.
Ah, I like that.
Okay, so let's unplug. We'll have her come in on our next topic, which is the chick with the cheap chick.
We're gonna play our little bumper right now.
Yeah, take a break.
Boom, boom, boom.
Plug back in. Have her come in, sit her in. Let's get her introduced, and we'll go into our topic. We'll let her know we're still mid-show. Have her come in and sit in for a bit.
Let's do it.
Boom.
Okay, we're back.
We're back
with our guest,
Luisa.
Luisa. I was gonna say Teresa.
It's close.
Luisa. Did we say her last name or
no? Weezy, Luisa.
Luisa Arba. She's a fellow Paisan.
Yes.
She is a weed sommelier, something I didn't even know existed until today. Cannabis, we're this country especially, very cannabis-loving country, totally legal, no stigma attached to it any longer.
He did that just to win, by the way, whatever.
I don't want to talk about him. Yeah, we don't say his name, okay?
The devil.
It's like Voldemort.
Good reference, by the way. I didn't even know you liked that movie. Anyways.
I don't, but
I love those movies.
I'm a pop culture student. So, okay. And so, while we got you on here, Luisa.
Yes.
Luisa.
Are we going with the nickname Weezy? Do you prefer that?
My friends and loved ones.
I think he'll remember that more.
Weezy.
That's it.
I like it. So, Luisa, while we have you here, before we get into our next topic, back into the show,
okay.
Why don't you just introduce yourself to the audience? Tell them what is you do?
What is it?
I am just a lover of all things cannabis.
All things.
I tried to enter into the retail market and kind of didn't really happen for me.
So you got your license, is what you're saying,
yes.
to sell marijuana?
Yes, I am.
Cannabis, sticky.
I am licensed to sell. I just don't have a place to sell it within.
Okay.
So, but that's, we'll see what happens. There's always opportunities that might pop up, hopefully. In the meantime, I still love cannabis, right? So
you're well versed.
Smoking for a number of years.
Yeah.
I thought I knew what I needed to know.
When did you start smoking marijuana?
I was in my early 20s.
Early 20s.
That seems like a late bloomer.
That's pretty. You know what though? It's a responsible when time to start smoking, because they say your brain's forming until you're like 25.
That's why we're so dumb, huh?
That's why I'm so fucked up. Yeah, that's why no. They say it can lead to being more impulsive.
You know what I want to say when I started, but I know my parents watch our show, and I already got caught when I lost my virginity, and they were appalled.
Oh, my mom
because that was happening in their basement.
My mom thinks it's like worse than crack. Like if I was smoking crack, my mom would be just as mad.
I remember you used to roll up towels and put them
under
the
the door,
and then open up the window, and that was in high school.
I had
so
balls.
we could date ourselves. Yeah.
I would smoke right in my parents' house.
You were relentless.
Inside. Oh my god,
you were relentless.
Like, I hope that my mom doesn't watch the show, so
you're good.
That's supporter. She
supports
get on
the
show. She doesn't watch it. Actually, you know what? Now she's on her iPad now all the time watching YouTube videos. So
next time I see her, I'm just gonna hook up her cell phone for her.
She might be a subscriber. Who knows? So that's cool. So so you've been smoking for a long time now.
Yeah, I don't want to say how long.
We don't want to tell. We don't want to age
my
you.
age away.
Let's not age you.
She looks young.
Your experience. You're a pro. You know your shit.
I thought I did.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
You thought you did, so you're still learning.
Then I took the course and I realized I knew nothing.
Wow.
Right? So
wow.
now
you knew street.
Like you knew
street.
another level
A
of
whole
learning.
nother level. You know what? And she's gonna educate us because I don't maybe even
You're
know.
a street guy.
I'm
You're
a street guy.
you're a street guy.
I know about like the grading system. It's like there's quadruple A, there's triple A, and double A, and stuff like that.
We're
Like,
talking about
almost
batteries?
like, almost like baseball.
Oh, good reference as well. Buddy, you're on fire all of a sudden. That break was good for you.
Firing on all cylinders. Okay. Okay, so let's get right into the story.
Yeah. So as we were talking, we got Weezy in here now.
Yeah, we got Weezy in here. So this is a lady, Weezy.
She can relate to this. She's a paisan.
She was on TLC. She cooks lasagna in her dishwasher. Now
She's cheap. I pulled this part because I thought this part was interesting.
this is extraordinarily
But
cheap.
I've got a bunch of little notes here. Let's go through this before we get in. So, you know the lint that goes in your... you want to hit this part at the 552 if you want to get that prep while I'm taking these notes here. So, you know like the lint that goes in your dryer and you pull it out and you got to take it out?
Yeah.
She would take those, take out the lint, and make it into cotton balls for makeup. This is how cheap this broad is, okay?
Oh, wow.
That's
Okay.
kind of not a bad idea.
It's a genius. It's a buddy. All her ideas are great. So some of them are really,
So like
really
everything you throw away, she's just gonna reuse it.
basically. So like she would remove light bulbs. So she has one light bulb in her house. So when you go from room to room, you have to unscrew it, take it to the next room, screw it in, turn on the light switch.
That's crazy.
Too much, right?
That's too much.
She peels her bananas in the grocery store because she's not going to consume that part. She doesn't want to pay for the weight of the banana.
She'll take the peel off.
Peel the banana, put the banana in a bag, and walk out with the bananas that she's buying.
Wow.
That's, buddy. Same thing with grapes. She would pick the grapes off the stem,
Oh
put the
my
grapes in because she
God.
doesn't want to be charged for the stem that she's not going to use.
That's crazy. Well, let's play this clip first before we get into all the ways she's.
Well, this is only the lasagna part because it relates
So how
to
did
us.
how'd they find this lady? She's just the most thrifty lady that they could
Buddy,
find.
she scrapes tomato sauce off your dish. So if you make spaghetti,
Yeah.
she'll scrape it and put it in the jar if you didn't use it. Same with
That's
salad
gonna-
dressing.
That's
It's
gonna create
gross.
mold and bacteria.
You know what that's going to create? COVID.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, she's not afraid of COVID. She wants to watch her
No.
mind, but she's not even valuing time. I mean, like, how much time are you going to spend untwisting and twisting in light bulbs versus spending 30 cents on a fucking
She
extra light bulb?
reuses boiled water, guy. So she uses it to cook something and then reuses it for another item later. So her boyfriend here, or husband, I'm not sure what it is, wants to have a football party. So he
Okay.
wants a nice dinner
Okay.
for his football guests.
And she's
okay?
like, I'm going to put a lasagna in the dishwasher.
She's very thrifty. So start this. I think I got it at the point where she goes to the grocery store and gets the ingredients, which is
Okay.
even grimier.
But I love Patrick.
552.
This football party.
552. So she's gone to the grocery store to get the ingredients. There you go, right here.
Yes, ma'am. What can I do for you?
I'm going to be making a lasagna.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to need some ground beef. By any chance, if you have any other ground beef that's already left over.
It's all sold. We sell it on a daily
All
basis
ground
and
beef?
fresh all the time.
Okay, and so there's nothing that would expire?
Oh, no,
or
man. We
about
don't,
to expire?
No, man. We don't sell expired product here.
Why the fuck would you want to buy expired meat?
Or like
would
maybe
never do
50%
that.
off, like
Can I see
day
what
old.
your beef fat
Day
looks
old.
like?
Sure.
I'm not going to her house for a Super Bowl
Thank
party.
you. Wow,
people
and
don't
how
know
much
it.
would 2 pounds
Oh
of
my
of
God.
beef fat
Buddy,
be?
she just
Let
wants
me
the
cut a
beef
piece off
fat.
and we'll
Like,
get
what
close
is
to
beef
2
fat?
pounds as we
Can I get the
Right.
green meat? You got green meat back here?
Buddy, look at that. That's just straight fat. What is that?
1.97.
And how much is that?
$2.53, ma'am.
I will take the beef fat.
You'll take the beef fat.
I'm satisfied with that.
This
That's
isn't even
fucked.
this isn't even the weird part, Mike. Wait till she puts it in the fucking
I
dishwasher.
have my ground beef over here.
Louisa, you ever made
I'm going to
lasagna
stretch
like this?
out the beef by adding the rest of this.
I've never seen anything
or whatever's
like
left
this
from
Buddy,
this.
before
what
in my
is
life.
Stretch it
that?
out for the
Just
lasagna.
fat. It's just fat.
Fat. She's
By
going to put that in
supplementing the
lasagna?
meat with the
Oh!
beef fat, Stephanie saved 75%
That's
on
not
the
even
ingredients
bunja
for
cake.
her
That's
lasagna.
beyond.
What the?
That's disgusting.
Dude, and then she reuses
This is
her-
why we save the sauce.
They saved the sauce from your plate. So you ate at her house weeks before, spaghetti,
Now,
and she
to
scraped it and
save
saved
money, I multitask.
You know what the funny thing is? She works
with
in the medical
washing
field. She
dishes
may has a good
and
job.
cooking meals.
You're just that
I'm
grimy and
telling-
cheap guy.
She grew up poor. She grew up super, super poor. I'm telling you. And she learned these techniques from her mother or like, you know what I mean?
Dude,
Like,
that's crafty, guy.
I just gotta
Dude.
make sure I wrap it.
She's
really
wrapping
well,
it tight
or
to
else
put it in the
food will get
dishwasher
wet.
because the dishwasher level of the heat while she washes dishes hits the proper amount to cook it. Watch this. It's fucking crazy. She's opening the
With the
fucking
dishwasher
dishwasher.
reaching a temperature of 170 degrees, the lasagna will be fully cooked in 1.5 hours.
She's not just cooking the
without
lasagna,
using the
though.
additional gas of an oven.
Who else might put these dishes in here while
Would you eat that? Wait till you see the guests eating it.
the lasagna's in the dishwasher and it's cooking?
Even 170 degrees isn't enough to cook a lasagna.
Hot dogs.
Mikey, my point is you
lasagna,
can always make
I'm
more
telling
money
you.
if you're grinding out $1 or $2 on an electrical bill. Come on.
I mean, is going to McDonald's like splurging for her?
It's got to be, right?
You'd think.
But
If
she
she's
put
going to
the-
McDonald's and be like, do you have any old hamburgers that are expired?
She's not going to McDonald's. There's no chance. She's not even hitting that 99 cent.
Hey.
And in the States,
it's one of the-
McDonald's is cheap as
It's
fuck.
one of the cheapest ways to eat.
Yeah, it's easier to eat bad.
You know?
Hey, Adrian.
So all her guests come in, and her poor boyfriend is so
Having
embarrassed.
people over, I'm not very excited. I don't want to be embarrassed.
Wait till you see this. I forgot about this.
I want to see their
Watch,
faces.
watch. He shuts the TV off.
This is the second time he did that. I gotta save money for electricity. I'm sorry.
Holy
have
shit.
to.
He turns it off during a commercial break.
My next question is, how hot do you think her pussy is? Is that she's got him wrapped that he's shutting off the fucking TV during commercials during a football game when you've got guests over. You're not having at this point. You're like, I got guests over. Tonight's my night. I'm gonna break out of my bubble.
Do you think she's making them splurge on condoms, or are they using?
They're not using them.
Are they
They're using
like
sheepskin.
They're using Saran wrap or something.
Definitely
Have to
did.
turn it off when it's a commercial. No, they ain't having this. I'm sorry.
This guy ain't having
Not
this.
having this at all. Stephanie's very cheap. Cheapest person
Buddy,
I've
that's
seen in a long
beyond
time. I'll tell
cheap.
you that
That's
much.
just that's.
Turning off the television during commercial breaks might save you like a nickel while you watch TV.
For the whole game.
For the whole game, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a nickel.
Yeah. They have a
Can
candle.
I use a candle to go to the
washroom?
It's like they have no money.
You know what? Shut the lights off. I'm taking tips here. Let's get some fucking candles.
We don't have the house lights aren't on.
The walking around with the candle is really insane.
These people seem
People
normal
can
to
use
me.
some light.
Should we turn off all the lights and do the show in the dark?
We could use to save some money on our budget.
I wouldn't have to lose weight though.
Buddy.
Main course.
The main course with your dishes. Ew. What do you think that tastes like? Soap?
Yeah, it's good, right?
I can't imagine what the pasta is like.
The lasagna tastes like water. W-A-T-E-R. Water. Nasty. Said it was very.
That's my nunna would keel over if she saw that shit.
Buddy, Chef Boyardee's keeling over and he's
I was
fucking
gonna
trash.
say there's Italians turning over in their graves
Oh my
as we
God.
speak.
They would say
Buddy.
we should have never brought that dish to America. Look what they're doing to it.
Buddy, these guys aren't even Italian and they're turning over. This is disgusting.
That's
No
ridiculous.
one eats that shit. That's worse than craft dinner at that point.
I can't. I don't know. What other ways does she use to save money? Does she sit on her washing machine?
Yeah,
so she doesn't have to use a vibrator.
So she didn't have to use a vibrator. It's dual. That's dual. So you would get the spin cycle.
You get the spins. You get to wash your clothes and get a and get an orgasm at the
Yeah.
same time. That's pretty efficient.
Thrifty. That's thrifty.
pretty-
I'm
pretty
okay with that
ingenious.
one
That's pretty
actually.
ingenious.
I'm
She
okay
should
with
write a
that.
book.
Buddy, that's insane though.
That's crazy.
Like I've heard of like Navy showers, which I'm sure she does, where you shut the water off while you soap up and then turn it on. Because like sometimes you do that when your hot water tank's not working well.
They must be fuming right now when they go put money in when they go fill up their tank at the gas station. The gas station.
Buddy, they're walking. They ain't getting no gas.
I'm thinking that.
Or bike. Or electric. No, they wouldn't even use.
I don't know.
electric.
Like, what are they willing to spend their money on? That's an interesting thing. Right?
Buddy, she has a good job. He has a good job. If this video was like longer the other way, like when we started from the top, they say like they have good jobs. He's like, we have money.
It's just honestly, it's kind of stupid. Like you spend all the money on the ingredients for the lasagna, it literally probably costs you like $1 less, maybe not even to put it in the oven.
Well,
and you're ruining all the ingredients by putting it in the dishwasher to save 30 cents. It's like you're wasting money.
She said
in a lot of ways.
They said by their calculations, she saved 70% on the ingredients by using the fat.
Fat. Ugh. Oh my God! If someone
Is
did
that
that to
even
me,
worth it? And you're like, your point is, what is 70%? What, $4?
$4, yeah. So they saved $3,
That's
$2.
disgusting.
And at what cost,
what
really?
Your
Like
health.
Their health, exactly.
Yeah, you're
That's-
eating pure fat out of a lasagna tray that
It was cooked in the dishwasher with soap.
with
With soap.
reused tomato sauce, with tomato sauce that was once almost consumed.
It was on the dish. You just didn't sop it up. You didn't get enough bread in there to get it up.
Oh my God! And you know that the sauce in the first place is probably like trash sauce.
Yeah,
jarred.
she's buying
Ragu.
Yeah. Ragu.
Ragu.
I think it's below ragu at this point.
Who eats ragu?
This
It's
chick.
terrible.
This chick.
That's terrible. Okay, well, that's enough of that.
Yeah, it's
I'm-
gross.
that bummed me out.
I just thought
that story bummed me out.
Well, let's get on to some weed. Let's get happy. Let's get happy.
Yeah,
we got
we
Weezy
need-
in
we need
studio
Louisa.
now.
Louisa, cheer us up here.
Cheer
with
us
the-
up here. So we've informed people, Louisa, you're a lover of weed, everything cannabis,
Lover
and you
of
want
weed.
to educate people.
So what qualified? Yeah, no, you went to a school to
Yes.
teach you how to be a sommelier.
Sommelier.
Yes.
So and when it comes to wine sommeliers, I know that they go through rigorous testing. Like they do blind tests, taste tests. You know, they'll like
smell.
They'll give you a wine. They'll be like, you got to pick out the vintage, the fucking winery, the type of grape, all this stuff, and it's like, huh? How do I do that? And like
Yeah.
apparently they go like 12 times to, a lot of sommeliers.
Buddy,
It
look
takes them many times to get it.
Look at the leg on this bitch.
So is it?
Know what I'm saying?
Is it similar when it comes to marijuana that they have that kind of process?
Yes. So the school that I went to, first of all, is called Canareps. The founders are from BC, so they're out in BC.
Typical. Yeah.
Yeah.
BC's got good weed.
And they do. They definitely do.
They're probably the best.
And they are the first and only certification in Canada that the industry recognizes.
And you got that.
So I have the level 1 so far.
What level does it go to?
There are up to level 2.
You're 50% there.
Yeah, which is next month.
So you're like
going to
a-
be in person. Actually, they're coming from BC to do like an in person.
Some serious shit.
Yeah, workshop.
You're
for
like a
us.
Jedi Padawan learner.
Yeah.
And you're going to be turning into a Master Sith anytime soon.
I hope so.
I like it.
It's
That's
going to
serious
take a
shit,
while. I think it's a.
She's got to get Yoda level.
What they say to us is it's a lifelong learning process, right? Because
the shit's always growing.
And changing.
Yeah.
And the sciences, we're, discovering things every day. So
We're going to start calling her Darth Weezy. Yeah, no, so new things every day. I wonder where they're going to take weird, because right now it's very good, very strong. I don't like all the scientific, I don't like the concentrates. I'm not a fan of when they science it up. I like just a herb. I like a good herb. I don't care if they science it up on the genetics and how they grow it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like it when they take it and then they're like, we took out the THC and we did this and we did that, and then here's some synthetic marijuana. They have synthetic marijuana.
I think
now.
the standard now for that THC level too is like, you got to be over 20 or it's not even worth it now. At this
a lot of people think that high THC is
Makes it better.
definitely the way. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't
and
think so.
it's not always the case.
I just like to party, so I'm good with like a 14.
One of my favorite strains is from a company called Color.
Mm-hmm.
And Pedro's Sweet Sativa.
You got it, yeah.
Is a really good one. And
Do you know this one?
Yes.
It's one of my
She's
favorites.
smiling.
Yeah.
She likes that. She like it.
One of my favorites because it's not very strong in THC. It's not one of the strongest ones, but the flavor profile and the aroma of this marijuana is so nice and so good that it's my favorite.
Sounds like you want to fuck it.
I would fuck Pedro and his Sweet Sativa.
Pedro, easy. I can't wait to use that as a drop. I would fuck Pedro.
As long as he brings some pre-rolls.
Yeah. Oh, and that sweet smelling whatever.
This is all good, such good material.
Okay. So, so you now had to, did you get qualified by doing like one of those taste smoke tests kind of a thing?
No. So like the first level kind of is, I did it all online. I did it at my own pace kind of thing. And
Okay.
then there were just quizzes at the end of the.
Like most potheads would have to do at their own pace.
But yes, exactly.
Now, can you get one of these, like an honorary one, if you've been smoking weed for like 20 years?
If,
Experience speeds you up.
Yeah.
well, it's funny you say that because they say level 2, if you feel that you can skip over level 1, if you feel you have enough experience, you can come and try and do level 2 and just get level 2 right
Now,
off.
now that you've done level 1, would you suggest that, like, say Mike wants to be a weed sommelier because he just wants to put it on his business card?
Yeah.
Would you suggest that to anyone skipping?
It would depend on your knowledge, right? I mean, they're
You said
teaching
you
us
thought
about
you knew a lot, and then you ended up knowing nothing.
Exactly. So
Okay.
personally,
true.
I say
Do
it
it.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to do
hurt.
the level 1.
It's always good to educate and make yourself better.
I just want to be cool at parties. You know? Be like, let's.
This one's a tad oaky.
Aren't you already?
Yeah.
There's a tad oaky.
You can never be too cool for a party. Never be cool.
You can be too cool for school, though.
You can be too cool for school, but not a party.
So skip the school part.
I don't know. I don't go to school anymore. They don't let you go to school anymore anyways. They do it all online.
That's school at your own pace.
No, everyone's too cool for school now. Okay,
so once I get my level 2, that's when the final exam will be a blind taster of, let's say, 3 different types, and you have to, by looking and smelling alone, no smoking, just looking and smelling, identify the 3 different.
Oh wow, that'd be tricky. That's tough.
Yeah.
I think that's tough.
Well,
So
slow down for a
So
second. I got a question.
it's all
you-
about practicing
They're gonna
before.
put 3 buds in front of you, and you got to be able to tell what it is. I'm confused there. I'm sorry.
It's like a brine. Like they put
So-
3 different. They don't know what you can't tell you what that is.
Yeah, I get that part.
And you got to smell it and look at it and
And you got to be like, oh,
define
this is a sativa.
More of a haze instead of sativa. We would say a haze or a Kush or an Afghan, and they have 3 different morphologies.
Okay, for our listeners that don't know what the
3
fuck we're talking about here, explain to them what a haze Kush type thing is. For like, break it down a little bit for people that are green behind the ears.
Generally speaking, the haze is what you would consider a sativa.
Okay.
And the way it grows is much different than the way, let's say, a Kush from the Hindu Valley grows.
Right.
So,
So yeah.
the haze will grow more like a tree, a more spread out kind of thing. And the plant from the Afghan or the Hindu Valley will grow more of a bush.
Bushy.
And the buds will be more dense and round.
Yeah.
As opposed to the bud in a haze will be more kind of elongated and sparse.
Okay.
Right. Because cannabis as a genetic plant, it grew different in Russia, it grew different in Afghanistan, and I think it grows differently in California or Mexico.
I feel like that would be anything because of the soils.
Yeah, well, and the climate too.
Yeah.
And so, but now my understanding is that almost all cannabis that we get is really like a hybrid of Afghan. It's all like they mix it all in because they all have different different qualities to them. Like like you said, the Afghans are more bushy. They're smaller.
I like a good bush.
The Russian weed, I think, grows taller or something. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but you know, right?
Well,
Am I right about that?
We have an expert here.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I wouldn't say I was an expert. I'm
Well,
an aspiring
Somalia is an
expert.
Now she comes on the show. She's backtracking.
Yeah, backtracking all of a sudden.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I just want to get on. I'm a sommelier.
Yes, exactly.
These guys are cool.
Get me on the show.
Okay, so I'm curious though, how do you like to enjoy your cannabis? Are you an edible person? Do you just like smoking herb? Do you like vaping? What's your deal?
I of course, since taking the class and, I'm trying to consume, let's say, certain cultivars in different formats. So I'm trying to vape a Pedro's Sweet Sativa. I'm trying to smoke a Pedro's Sweet Sativa.
Like vapey.
Yeah? And then I'm trying to do it in all formats so that I can decide if I really like that cultivar across the board.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But having said that, my personal favorite is to just smoke a joint. I'm a good old-fashioned smoker of a joint.
My favorite. I like herb too, but I like joints, but I like bong hits. My favorite.
That gets you fucked up. That's why.
Bong hits. I don't know, but there's also you don't need to a joint. A couple puffs, I'm good, really. But you want to keep smoking it because you're enjoying the smoking of it.
That's because you're a smoker, though. Like, you used to smoke cigarettes.
I used to smoke cigarettes. But I love the taste of some weeds. They're so tasty. Ugh.
It goes beyond the effect. You don't even care about the effect anymore.
No.
It's more about the smell and the taste.
That's where I come in. See, I'm a social. I want to smoke and drink because I gave up cigarettes 100 years ago.
Yeah.
I want to smoke and drink, and this is my outlet when I'm drinking. I can have a joint with my friends, and I don't need to get totally fucked up. I just want to catch a little bit of a glow.
A little glow. That's why you like the homegrown.
Social. Yeah, that's why I like homegrown because
he likes the weak homegrown.
Yeah, I do.
Or I was gonna say a lower percentage pre-roll that you can get
I literally buy
pack
those
of
ones.
10,
correct,
and then smoke them like
those
cigarettes.
are literally the ones I buy, and then it's like a Cheech and Chong concert up in here. You can't see. You've been here before. When you can't see, and then the kids are like, it smells weird in the house.
It's the fog of cannabis war.
Yeah, it's like a Cypress Hill concert.
Yeah,
sometimes, not all the time, just sometimes. Usually on guys' night.
Light it up, smoke it up, inhale, exhale.
See, that's my problem. I always got to hang out with the guys because I don't have very many girlfriends that smoke.
And you know what's funny?
Girls
When
are
I'm on
pussies.
social media, I see girls smoking joints all the time. You think that's a front?
You know what? I find it very attractive when girls are really into weed. That's a weird kind of fetish, isn't it?
Louisa? It is now. At this point. You ever fuck while you're high?
Are you kidding me? It makes it better.
That's what I've heard.
I don't know if it makes it better for guys.
You
Maybe
think
for
you
girls.
go quicker? You go quicker?
It depends on the weed. I'd imagine.
I don't fuck too much when I'm high. I used to when I was in high school.
I'm high
but-
so much though. It's like I
It
don't even
just
tell. I
doesn't
can't even
stop.
tell the difference.
So let's say, so you intake the stuff like he asked you like edible, what you prefer? Do you prefer just smoking and inhaling? Like if you had to choose, like that would be more enjoyable. For you?
I'm a flower. Yeah.
So like, is a wake and bake better, or you just like constantly you have wake and bake, then it's lunchtime? Hey,
Are
let's
you
smoke.
high all day?
Yeah. Are you high? That's what I'm getting at. Thank you.
Yeah.
You just cut to right to the chase.
It all depends
day
on
smoker?
my responsibilities for the day.
What you got for the
but
day? Okay.
definitely, COVID has changed my smoking habits.
Why is that?
I never smoked before work before. Like
responsible.
I
Yeah.
work in a job where I have shift work, and
Yeah.
so midnights, I'd be up for a good 5 hours before I go to work.
Yeah.
And I would never smoke before work.
It'll make you
Right.
tired
Just
too,
never
right?
do that.
It can burn you out. Yeah.
I would always smoke just at the end of my day and have one or two to just chill and relax.
Now, to me, that's what I think the Canadian government wanted, is that they wanted people to, when they introduced weed, they wanted it to be like a nightcap. Like you came home and you would have your joints there
Yeah.
and you would smoke at night to relax. Like that sounds to me like what the Canadian government wanted. I don't think they wanted what most people use marijuana for. Like
I don't
you
think they
said.
give a shit, man.
You just want that money? They want that money?
Yeah, tax dollars.
They want the money from it. And in fact,
Or maybe I'm thinking a little
in
too
fact, the way that Canada rolled out this industry, like drug dealers used to make money. Like people used to fucking
Some of
used-
them still do.
Used to be able to like pay your bills by selling weed. Nowadays,
They've ruined it.
retail shops are selling way more weed, and they're not really making the profits and making the money that they thought they were going to make. Because there's a lot of retail outlets. There's a lot of product out there.
It's
and
taxed.
saturated.
It's
saturated, and it's taxed up the ass. Like all these guys, like there's all these excise taxes and everything on the government. The government's really the winner in this game.
Mm-hmm.
The government wins.
What's new?
Well,
Everyone else is going to suffer.
fewer people are smoking cigarettes, so they're not making the excise tax off of that. They
Yeah.
have to make it off of somewhere.
Well, fuck them, because I mean, like cigarettes, dude. Cigarettes are $20 a pack.
They got to be more than that by now. No,
20 for a small pack of Belmonts. Small pack.
that's premium smokes though.
Well, that's the only one you really should. If you're gonna, anyway, fuck them. I don't smoke cigarettes, thank God. But yeah,
you
they're
like vaping?
crazy. I mean, if you're gonna spend $20 on a pack of smokes, I'd rather spend $20 on 2 grams of weed.
That's almost like $1 a smoke.
Yeah. I don't know.
Remember when they were $3?
Dude, we used to get them for $1 a pack in the States.
Crazy.
$1. That was not that long ago.
No,
anyway,
it's enough ago.
forget that shit. Who cares? Hope everyone dies.
It's going that way.
Anyway,
So positive.
Yeah, we get that show. We get that on the show. We're really positive. We're uplifting. So okay, so you're now more of a. You're saying like you didn't smoke before work, but now you're more of a daily.
Oh my goodness! As soon as
All
COVID
day
hit,
smoker.
I was like, "All right, well, I guess I don't have
I got
anywhere
shit
to go."
to
What's your
Right,
favorite?
I don't have anything to do.
You got no job.
You ain't got shit to do. It's Friday. I'm gonna get you high today.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so. What do you like to do when you're high, though? Like, are you just like to chill, veg out on the
She
couch,
likes to
watch
eat
Netflix?
lasagna cooked
Oh
in the
my!
dishwasher.
Exactly. Yeah.
You a big eater?
No, she's fit.
I'm Italian. Of course, I'm an eater.
Fuck, I know, eh? Can't stop it. My mom's making 2 o'clock lunch today.
2 o'clock, you ain't making that by.
Oh yeah, I can't make it.
You ain't making that.
You'll get the
I'll
leftovers.
get the leftovers. It'll be
Yeah,
lots of fun.
hopefully she didn't scrape it into the
She's making sausage, zucchini.
And she probably made you a nice couple of care packages to take back with you.
She was trying to
Not
feed
to me.
She was trying to give me food before I left the house. She was like, "You got to eat something." I'm
Kind
like,
of
no,
breakfast.
I don't eat until lunch.
I don't eat till 11.
Yeah.
He's on that fast.
She's like, "No, you got to eat." You gotta
Thanks,
eat.
40 area
My
muscle.
mom's a
You
food
got
pusher.
you got Mike on the fast now, 40 area muscle.
Yeah, I'm doing 1 meal a day now.
No way you're doing that.
I did it yesterday.
Yeah, that's because probably you partied all day.
I had beer.
You were sleeping.
I had beer, but anyway, so you smoke, and you just like to just chill. Is that like, or are you more of a I want to go work
It
out.
depends. It depends. Sometimes
I want to go work out. Is that what you said?
I don't work out.
Sean, you unclip there. Clip back in. Our friend Sean, who is, I would consider, I don't know, like this term might date me, chronic. He's a chronic.
Oh, he smokes every day, but he will not go to the gym without being high.
He said weed does what you want it to do. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
100%.
Okay, so because he's a very experienced smoker.
He is. He is.
I used to smoke and go for a 10-kilometer run back in the day.
Is that because your senses are in heightened? Do you enjoy the run
I don't know.
more? Like,
I don't know. The guys that I used to run with, because I used to run after work, and the guys that I used to run with were like, "What the hell? How are you doing that?"
She's like the fucking Terminator.
Doesn't
She's
even
the
feel like I'm
2K1000,
running.
or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
She's out there
We're
gunning
gonna play
by
that
them.
It just made the run that much easier, that much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's it. Like I think it breaks up the boredom. I think like if you have a boring job or you have a menial task that you need to do, smoke some weed and all of a sudden it's like the most fun thing you're
100% clean.
That
smoke
it does
a,
enhance.
Smoke a
Yeah.
Pedro
Yeah.
Sweet Sativa and then clean the house in half an hour.
Exactly.
That's fast. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie to you.
I have a small house.
So that's very cool. So I'm getting anxious to smoke this joint that she brought.
Yeah,
for
she brought us a gift,
Yeah.
a little parting gift here.
So
I'm
can I
anxious too because it's new to me as
This
well.
is a new strain for you. What do we got here?
Well, it's a pre-roll from General Admission.
General Admission. I've never had a General Admission product
Okay,
yet.
okay. Where are they out of? Do we know where they're out of?
They are out of BC, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so BC's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's got a nice.
If I'm not mistaken.
It's got a nice aroma to it.
Yeah,
what else can you tell us about this?
This is a tropic Girl Scout cookie.
Tropic.
That's what
Like,
it's
I've had
called.
Girl Scout cookies. I like Girl Scout cookies.
It is terpene infused.
This smells dynamite.
And is and it says here an extension of our distillate vape. Okay, so they're putting distillate, from what I'm understanding, into this pre-roll, and
What's a
then
distillate?
they're rolling it with keef.
Oh, there's
Okay.
keef in this?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You can see it right
Can
on
I
the-
ask
I know,
something?
it's
This
all
might
cr-
sound
it's all
stupid.
crumbly.
I was just gonna say this sounds stupid to me, but like I'm running my fingers like I'm stroking this.
Yeah, you're right.
weird.
You're pulling
it
all the
feels
keef off
rough.
it.
Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna
That's
ask.
the keef.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
like
you
I'm
don't-
I'm,
So they
I'm an
coat
amateur.
They coat it with some shit.
Okay, that gets you more high.
Oh yeah.
Is that the idea?
This so
Fuck,
wh-
I'm gonna
so
have a couple
this was
puffs
a
to put this
3-pack.
on.
What did this 3-pack cost?
I think 16 something.
That's
That
pretty
seems really-
good.
buddy.
That's really good.
Joints were $5 when we were in high school,
were in high-
so this is way more potent, and you're paying.
It's about the same. But
Well, we'll see. We'll
but
see.
but so
I have a feeling I'm gonna get
one of
high
my
as a kite.
favorite strains, and I can't get enough of it. Is it's called BC Organic Simply Bare.
This smells good though. Too.
And I love their apple toffee. Yeah, I buy it like all the time.
I love it.
Guys, I
Yeah.
think you guys are hitting it off here. By
We
the
are,
way.
but, yeah.
Wait, is this like dating?
We need to hang out.
we should. And so
Holy shit! Here,
so-
two Dagos.
Can you let me finish?
I'm
my
sorry, I'm
thought?
getting excited
Holy
here.
Shit.
Getting excited here between you two.
Okay, so the Simply Bare, it comes in a 3-pack, and I think it's like $30 for the pre rolls. It's expensive.
How many are you getting in that pre-roll?
So
Three.
buy
Three
buy
$10
a
a joint. That's not that bad.
buy it in the
Double.
3.5 format, and it'll be a little.
It'll be a little less, but they're still about $60 for the 3.5 grams. It's about 60. So, at some places it's weird. Some shops I go to.
I work at a store and I get a nice discount, so we'll see.
That's
Oh,
good.
see,
That's good to
another-
know.
you
Look,
off
he's getting
with
so
that.
excited.
Some stores charge me a lot for it. Some stores it's not as expensive. It's weird. It's kind of you gotta shop around nowadays.
Yes.
If
Just
you
like
like
anything,
certain
right?
stuff,
Except for the Audi.
But am I mistaken in thinking that that's like the best pre-roll you can get? Because I haven't tried one that's like that I like more than that one. Or are you going to recommend something that's going to blow me away?
Pre-roll wise, I don't know. I'm
Or but strains maybe like or brands.
more cultivars, yeah, like and brands exactly.
Yeah.
Black market, anything black market is usually really
Black
good.
market. Okay, I'll check them out.
Simply Bare is a lovely.
I love them.
Have you had this one?
I have not. That's
Oh,
why I
virgin.
chose.
We're all
Three
new on
virgins.
I
Three virgins.
chose something that
When you're
all
done
three
with
of
that,
us
later, pass it
haven't
over.
tried.
Have you heard
What's
Have you heard of the brand Caramel?
Caramel, yes.
Caramel, yeah, Caramel. I like
Yeah.
their stuff too.
Tomato.
They're what
Give
is
me that
known
later,
as a
buddy. I'm
craft
firing my shit up.
designated.
Listen to you two talk to me.
What's that?
They're a craft designated company.
Yeah.
So that's Generally, what that means is they produce less than, I think it's 10,000 kilograms a year.
Wow.
So
and their prices are very good. Like they're not crazy expensive.
Yeah.
I like that brand.
Yeah.
And they
You got your own lighter, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's all light up now.
I know that.
I can't wait to smoke this keef rolled joint. It's got keef all over it.
Yeah.
That's the shit I was.
Now,
rolling
normally
off
I
of.
would say
You were stroking it
dry
like-
pull.
Stroking it like my baby dick.
Normally I would say to dry pull before you light, but
What's a dry pull?
Just
Yeah, what's
pull
that?
it
Teach
before.
me.
Take an inhale before you light the joint.
Wait. Before I put the lighter to it, when it was like you handed it to me, take a suck.
Mm-hmm.
And what does that
Really?
do?
What does that do?
Sometimes you get a flavor that would resemble your smell. Your
Kind of
aroma.
like when I pour a beer, Mikey.
Right?
I take it and I give it a little sniff. Remember
little
I said
sniff.
that when I poured that at the top of the show.
Kind of like when you drink wine, you like
Yeah.
twirl in the glass and give it a little.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, when we're grading a flower, what we're trying to determine is whether the aroma and the dry pull flavor.
Say that again.
Go ahead, buddy.
What we're trying to determine is whether the aroma and the dry pull flavor match.
Yeah.
And then whether the flavor, once you light it, endures and
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Right?
So that's a quality test. Like if you smell the weed and you're like, oh my god, this smells so good, but then you burn it and smoke it and you're like, ugh, this tastes gross. That's not a good
then
quality
we would
strain.
grade that lower.
Lower.
Very, very low.
So so would you do grading or no? Or is that like a company that goes and does a grading?
No, we would do the grading. We
grade it?
Yeah, we can do a grading if you want, man. I can bring in a flower.
I would
We
like to
can
do
all-
that. I would
yeah.
like to, so is the grading system this what I was talking about, like the A, AA, AAA, or is there a
Yes.
new? Because like I think in the States that they have a different kind of grading
Dry.
system.
Dry.
Well, I was on a site. I was on a website in the States, and they had different grading names for it. It wasn't like it was like something different. It was like somebody
That's
made a
weird.
stars or something.
I don't know, but the grading tool that we use has actually been formulated by Canna Reps.
Yeah.
So the headmaster and Julie Domingo, who's the CEO, they formulated this grading tool, and literally it's a free resource. Anyone can use it. You go onto their website, and it goes through the whole grading process.
Really?
Whether or not your bud integrity is there, your flavor profile, your aroma, everything. And then you would grade it and hit send, and it goes to their whatever central area.
It's like
and then
data,
they
like,
shoot you back an email that says you've graded this flower at a AAA or a quad
That's
or
cool.
whattever.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is there certain things that are weighted more heavily? Like, is the potency of the product graded more heavily than, say, like the terpenes or the quality of the bud or something?
Can I ask something? The terpenes are the crystal on the
The
bud?
terpenes are the aromas, right?
The
Like
aromas?
flavors?
What's the crystals on the bud then?
So the crystal is a
Obviously,
trichome.
trichome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the cannabinoids and the terpenes are inside the trichome heads.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So when we're looking, again, we can do this when we're looking at a bud in a magnifying glass, we're looking at how those trichome heads have developed. What color are they? Are they clear? Are they milky? Are they amber?
Milky. That's a color, milky?
Milky will tell us that they're full of cannabinoids and terpenes.
That's good.
Clear would mean that it's still too early in the maturation of
Okay.
the plant.
Of the plant.
And so we wouldn't cut the plant down if we looked at the plant and saw only clear trichomes. So what we're looking for is a nice mixture of milky and amber.
And amber.
And
What's
they
better?
Say 70% milky to 30% amber is the right time to
You know
harvest.
what's funny, Mikey? You think I would know some of this because I worked
worked
in
at
the
a weed shop.
industry for a while. Not a shop, but like
Yeah,
a grow up.
grow
Like
up, yeah.
I was a cultivator. Like I touched the plants,
Cool.
cut them. You
talk to
think I
them.
would have learned a lot?
You'd sing to them.
Yeah, you would.
You'd think you.
I
You'd
tell
think
you,
you would learn
they
a lot.
treat you like shit in that industry.
Yeah, they used to make him. They used to tie his arms behind his back.
Yeah, and shove my head into the dirt,
and then make him cultivate with his mouth.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, it was
they
a weird
would
place.
say that was more organic.
They put a blindfold on you a couple times too.
Yeah,
and they were
something
like,
on my ass.
Yeah,
I have a feeling we know
your
a
ass was
few
hurting for
friends
weeks
that-
after that one. Yeah,
And we have a few people that would do well in that job. Maybe not you. But.
Taking it up the ass? I got confused.
He's
there.
resilient.
No,
He'll do
no.
anything for a buck.
That's not true.
I didn't say that. I was kidding.
Maybe. You don't know my life.
He won't cook a lasagna in the
No,
dishwasher.
I won't cook.
You won't
well,
do that.
I'm not a good cook, but I wouldn't cook one in the dishwasher. That's
No.
for sure.
Oh my goodness.
So so now you've smoked this a little bit. I like this.
Okay, can I
Yeah.
get my amateur
Are you-
review first
are
before we get a
you-
professional?
Let me get the amateur review. I'm gonna get you get
I'll
your review.
start,
I'm gonna do
yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'll do and then
Okay.
you and then you.
I liked the
Luisa.
smell when I first got it. I didn't do the dry pull. What do we
Yes.
call it? I didn't do that. Okay.
Yeah,
So
but
I
we
got-
didn't really
I learned
have.
now.
a-
I learned now.
Can you do it
But
now
we
or no?
really didn't have a smell to go by either because it's pre-rolled, right?
I took
So-
it and I did smell it, and
I
I
smelled it.
thought it was very nice to me.
Yeah, it was nice.
Nicer than my homegrown stuff.
Can you pick out a scent?
It smells like weed to me.
Mm.
It smells delicious. That actually smelled like really good weed to me.
Yeah.
Like that's how I would grade. So it smelled good to me. I liked the feel of the joint that I was rubbing off the shit, which I shouldn't have been doing. I did
Yeah.
like that though. I did enjoy. That was enjoyable to me.
The texture.
Yeah, the texture was very enjoyable to me. See, like this is the review I think most people would probably give. So I like the texture of the joint.
Okay.
I thought it was rolled very nice. Kudos to the people that rolled
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
You're
That's-
laughing. I'm trying to give you a serious review here, asshole.
With a
This guy's all
pre-roll.
up my ass laughing up here, pal.
You're like talking about
So-
the texture. Okay, go on.
No, but with
Some
a
people like to know
pre-roll-
that.
It's rolled nice.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
It was rolled nice. It felt good. I
When it
smoked it. It
comes-
was very smooth. Very
The
smooth.
filter's a paper. You know, it's nice.
The paper was nice.
Good filter.
You know, when I review a beer, I look at the label.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Buddy, you want my honest review here? Or no,
I'm hearing it.
This
I like
fucking
it.
guy. So I did like it. Was very smooth when I took it in.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the flavor.
Yeah.
On my tongue, the tips, the lips. Am I high right now? Yeah, I'm pretty high.
Oh, I'm fucking high!
Yeah, I'm fucking high.
Are you high? Yeah, I'm fucking high. Fuck yeah, I'm high.
I enjoyed it. If
You
I
put
had to
it
give
out-
like, what's a scale? Is it out of 5, 10? If like
1 to 4, I guess, right?
It would
1
go
to
right
4?
to 100.
Do I have to give it 100?
Yeah,
Oh, out
we're
of
going
100.
on. We're going out of 100.
Okay, out of 100.
That's tough for me. I'm gonna say
But
I'm not.
We're
But
grading
like,
it by smoothness out of 100. By you know
Oh,
what I mean?
okay, I
Like
see.
the
So
whole
do you wanna-
so
thing
different.
too.
So smoothness, I really enjoyed it. I'd
This
say
is
it's about a
very,
90.
very
90
smooth,
on
yeah.
smooth.
I think
so
this
what's
is
the
one of
next
the smoothest
category
joints
after
I've
that?
ever smoked.
Yeah, I
What's the
would
next
agree.
category after smooth?
Oh my goodness, I can't.
Oh come on,
I
We're
can't
on the spot.
remember.
Let's go. Don't roll
That has like almost no harshness at all.
buddy. It was so smooth. It was
Yeah.
like
So
smoking. It
smooth.
was like smoking a Marlboro Light.
Holy. And yeah.
Here's the next. We're going out of order, and we're
Sure,
not.
sure, sure,
We're
just give
not
it to me. I'm not a
obviously.
professional
Do you want to go in
But-
order? We could do it.
But my no. My next thing is a burn. Like, how is it burning?
Burned
First
very
of all,
well
it's
for me.
burning evenly.
burning evenly,
Yeah,
right?
slowly.
Didn't canoe.
And what-
you like that? You like that term?
What
right?
color-
Didn't canoe. Didn't canoe.
What color is the ash?
Oh, see, okay. Look at
Yeah?
that, Mikey.
It's very white.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
Okay,
white. It's
so
very
is the
white.
burn part of the ash? So that I got to grade
Yes.
the burn. Okay,
You are
I'm gonna
grading-
say 80% on that. So like I'm a 90 for the first. What was the
Yeah,
first topic? The
yeah,
smoothness.
yeah.
I'm at about 80% for the burn. It didn't canoe.
Didn't canoe,
That's
burn
an
nice
old
and
school term.
slow. Yeah.
And I like the way it didn't like. I didn't have to turn it too much. It burned very nice. What's my next topic? Give it to me.
I'm
and
enjoying
you're-
this joint more than I ever would have otherwise.
I've never enjoyed anything more than this right now.
I agree with you.
Except for pussy.
This is way better. Normally I don't evaluate like this.
See, that's what you've been missing out in life.
I need to evaluate.
You just learn to appreciate the plant that
Yeah,
much
I'm
more.
enjoying- I'm
Let's
enjoying-
keep going.
I'm not
Let's
going to
keep-
lie to you. I'm enjoying my high more right now too
I
because we're
agree.
discussing it.
I agree because I can't even wait to talk about this. I have a euphoric kind of sense.
But you better be
of-
paying. You better
of
be
a reaction to this.
Be
It's a
paying
very
attention
giddy-
though, because I don't
very
want her to
giddy.
explain the next topics to you. And she's like smoothness. I just want you to give it a %. Okay.
I also know that I can feel like my creative ADD kind of.
okay.
Like I'm like gonna be like, oh, I'm talking about this. I got to keep me on focus. You got to keep me on.
I
track
just told
here.
you. Pay attention.
You got to keep me on track here.
Pay attention.
Okay.
Pay
I'm
attention.
fucking high.
Okay.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you're fucking
Let's
high.
let's
Okay,
talk.
what's the
Let's-
next
We didn't
one? What's
even
the next
smoke
one?
the whole joint.
No, I
gonna
don't
later.
need to. I don't need to. What's my next one? My next point here.
Well,
Do
basically,
you think you should always
we're-
smoke the whole joint? Is that like a prerequisite? Do you think you should always smoke the whole
Ooh,
thing?
that's a good question. That's a good question.
Because like it's not as when you relight a joint, it doesn't sometimes have the same.
It would take away from the flavor, I would think, because
Yes.
you burnt it now.
You burnt it.
Yes.
It's a little different. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your opinion, if you get a lighted joint, you better smoke that whole fucking thing if you
Personally,
want to enjoy it.
I just put it out, but yes,
No one told
I
you
would
to. You
definitely
could've
agree
just
with
given
you
it.
on
Okay.
that one.
Well, did you put it up because we put it out?
Yeah.
Oh, I was early. I only need a couple puffs and I'm high.
I want to save
Well,
some of it
I've
for
only had
later.
two.
I've only had 3 hours of sleep, so I got to
Same
slow.
with this
I gotta
guy.
slow myself.
3. I'm under 2 here, pal.
He's under 2. I got about 5. so.
Since Friday, I've slept 6 hours.
Crazy.
It is what it is.
Crazy.
But I'm high and I'm feeling good.
Yeah, we feel
See?
good.
Feel good.
We feel good.
Awesome.
You want
is
to go on with
excellent.
your review? What was your thing on the smoothness, Mikey? You like the smoothness?
The smoothness, I'm gonna give it high rankings, like an
Smooth,
88,
right? It's nice.
like an 8.8 on the 88. I'm gonna give it for
I
the
give it a 90.
smoothness.
Give it a 90.
There was a bit, I don't know, because maybe my throat's a little bit exposed.
Well,
from,
you're
like,
a COVID survivor.
I'm a vapor. I'm a
Maybe you
COVID
got lingering
survivor.
effects.
Are you using a PAX there or what?
This is a
Yeah, he
Vuse.
smokes a bunch of shit. Yeah.
No, this isn't a weed vape.
Oh.
This is a like a nicotine. It's got like a very
He gave
small
up
amount of
cigarettes
nicotine.
for the plastic dick.
But he still smokes.
I wish
them.
they made them look like dicks. That would be
Very
that
nice.
would be even more
Or big
addicted to
clits.
it.
Big clits.
I'm just kidding. It was a joke. I don't want them to look
Debatable.
like dicks.
Debatable. We're not editing that out, by the way.
It was a joke. I don't want you to edit that. I thought it was funny when I told it. I told it last week and someone laughed, so I thought it would work on the show. Anyway,
It's very well. Good job.
Why don't they make these things look like big cocks? Anyway.
We know you like your big black coffees.
Oh, yeah.
We
I
do the
do.
BBCs.
We died down.
No, yeah, why didn't you make a video? It'd be funny if Louisa did.
Yeah, that would be
That would be really good.
I thought about it.
Maybe
It's
one
never
day.
too late.
You know,
You can still get one.
It might catch on later on.
Maybe.
Anyway,
10 years from now.
smoothness 88. Because it did hit a little bit, but I kind of liked it. It was very, very smooth. One of the smoothest joints I've ever smoked. No harshness.
Awesome.
Which means they probably took like there's no stem in that. Probably there's all.
Well, which
or
also
leaf.
means that they've packaged the pre-roll. Like so
Yeah.
now when we're reviewing a pre-roll, Mike, you're right. When you're going with how it's rolled, this like how well it's rolled, because a
Right.
lot of companies don't get it right.
You were making fun of me, huh? Asshole?
Yeah.
But also how well they're packaged and how well the moisture is retained inside
That's
the
a big
package.
thing. They have those
because
packages that go in the thing.
if
I've
it
seen that shit.
dries, then it's harsh.
It's harsh.
Right?
You're right.
So we have no harshness. We have good moisture.
So
in our
can I say
package.
something though? I like sometimes too. I loved how smooth this was, but I like sometimes feeling that and
A little bit of the hit. A little
yeah,
bit of
you
want
to feel that harshness a bit though. So maybe this is too much.
He likes to feel in the back of his throat.
Gotcha.
That's why I like gushers.
You like it when they explode in your mouth.
Yeah. It's a big. That sounds like Wario.
You guys are baiting me, aren't you? Eh?
Oh, we bait our audience. Is what we
Baiting
do.
you into what?
We're masturbators.
We're talking about weed here.
You didn't get that?
I got it. Move on.
We're firing all. It's all
Let's
good
go,
here.
let's go.
Anyway, so the smoothness very good on that. It burned really well. It
Excellent.
burned really, really, really well. Not something I was actually, thinking that was going to be part of the critique. I was thinking it was
Me
gonna be
neither.
more,
I didn't see that coming.
more for me when I smoke weed. My first thing is how does it taste? And yeah, the enjoyable of the smoke. I don't think about the smoothness so much because I always find that
I always think about this.
it's really similar. There's a lot of pre-rolls. They're all pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a little bit more exceptional. It's just like a little.
It
it's just
It
it's
burned
just a
like the
degree
fires in
better.
July.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. Is that a quote from something?
I don't know.
So yeah, so that was good. I really like that. Are we? So we have to. Where do we rate ranking here?
I
Smoothness,
stopped my ranking.
burn.
We're only doing 3 because I stopped
So
at 3.
Yeah.
So burn.
Well, if we had flour, we would be looking at trim.
Looking at trim,
We
okay.
would
Yeah,
be
we didn't
looking
do that.
at
We didn't do that.
trichomes. We would be looking at a lot more.
So what's so I ranked the burn and the smoothness.
And
What else
then
do I got to
noises and
rank?
stuff like that. That's where
The
I
burn.
stopped after this.
Oh, the burn. I'm gonna give it.
Yeah,
For
give
the
it
ash.
I'm gonna give it like another 85. I'm gonna give it an 85. Like an
I don't even remember what I
88 and 85.
Yeah.
And then what else do I rank?
I don't know. For a pre-roll, it's really the grading tool doesn't apply.
No,
so we're just
it
going.
doesn't.
Did you like it, Mike?
This
If you
is
go
just a fun
overall,
one.
give an overall.
In terms of the illicit response, the high effect. What do you call it? Whatever the weed does
feel
to you,
good.
the effect of it. The effects of the high was really good. It's a nice
psychotropic
euphoric.
effect.
clear. It's very clear. It's energized. It's not.
It's energized. He feels good.
It's It's
like
not,
JoJo.
It's not one of those where you smoke and you're like, ugh. I
Yes.
don't want to think. I don't want to do anything.
Uplifting.
I don't want to do anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like that at all. So is this considered a
Like
sativa?
Slide. Like Slide.
Um,
The Family Stone.
I don't know.
Oh.
I think it's a hybrid. I
stumper.
think more or less,
Yeah.
personally, I would say it's a sativa leaning hybrid because
That's what it feels like
yeah,
to me.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me. I'm no sommelier.
Okay,
but
Mikey.
it feels like a sativa to me.
From like a layman's term, 1 to 10, what are you rating this joint? Just give me something.
Honestly,
I'm gonna give you mine. Let's
this
backtrack.
is gonna get
10 being the highest.
10 being the highest. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Holy shit!
Wow.
I was 8.5.
Well, I think you could do points. You can do points.
Sure.
Out of 10, 8.5.
Mine's
You can
gonna
do whatever
be
you want.
Mine's gonna be an 8.6.
Oh, you're just speaking. Okay, hey.
No. But you said
8.7.
If we were gonna round up, I thought we were gonna round up.
You can do whatever you want.
I thought we had to go for like
do whatever you
It was
want.
like a
man.
1 or 2 or
Hey,
3.
buddy, do what you dig.
Okay, 8.6.
I'm an 8.5. Louisa.
Yeah, I would say
Give us a
that's
little more
that's
technical
one
term.
of our
Give us something.
that's one of the better ones I've
That's
ever
better. I like
had as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would give it an 8.5 too. I would
Shit,
agree
buddy.
with you.
We're all
I
on
would
point.
agree
Maybe
with
I
you.
am a sommelier. Maybe I missed my calling.
Yeah.
See?
Maybe I missed my calling because I did like the packaging. I liked it all.
I like that we got the
enjoyed it.
expert opinion at the end though.
Yeah.
Because it didn't sway
Obviously.
our opinion.
It didn't sway ours at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're on point.
No, I definitely think it's a little bit better than an 8.5.
Okay, hey.
That's my opinion. So now I'm wondering if I go into a weed retail store and like I'm looking at the signs and they're saying like, yeah, this has got like 20% THC. I'm like, I don't even buy it half the time. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not even thinking like they're telling the truth.
Yeah.
But is there a website I could go to so I could say like, oh, let me see the product and it's like this brand, this strain, lot 48. I can search that product on the site. See what I'm looking at for real.
Yeah, I would say your best bet would be either the OCS.ca.
OCS.ca.
Or Leafly, something like that.
Leafly, yeah.
And
Leafly's-
they'll give you a little background or go
Yeah.
straight to the company website itself and it should give you as much information as you want.
Okay. Is that what you do when you go to the shops, or do you just kind of
Yeah, what do you do when you go to buy weed?
Yeah.
What's
your process? Walk us
First
through
of
it.
all, I work in a store, so I am. Oh my goodness, I'm just exposed to reps that come
get a
from
lot of
different.
freebies from the reps?
I do, yeah.
What store do you work at, by the way?
I work at a store in Welland called Inspired.
So you go to a store, how do you buy? Did we get that answer? I missed that part.
Basically, I right now it's a whole new process because of the learning streak that I'm trying to be on,
gotta find your
right? So
palette now.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
But you'll go into other stores, the ones that you work at, and like when you go into those other stores.
yeah, I went into another store today to
get
buy
that
our
one?
pre-rolls.
Do you
yeah.
fuck with the people when you're there?
Oh no. No.
But what do you look for? Like, not every store has the same strains and the same brands. Not everyone carries Simply Bare. So
That's
like,
right.
So when you're going in and you're trying to decide, what my go-to now is like, what's your most expensive stuff? I just want to see what then I think, okay.
And then he buys the cheapest stuff.
And that's not necessarily the best stuff, though.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
you
So
have
that's not a good
I
system.
would be more apt to ask,
bad system.
what's the terpenes on this product?
Okay.
How many terpenes are in this or what's the percentage?
Now, from working there, do you think most people that are working there, I'm assuming most of them are part-time, do you think they have the answer to that?
Most people
If I
that
went into
work
the store and you're working there, well, not you, just say another person that's
in our
working.
particular store.
I'm like, I want to know how
I'm
many
gonna-
fucking terpenes are on this.
Not everybody.
Weezy told me, I need
no,
to know
they're-
how many fucking terpenes are on this.
No, they have to read the package. If
Well, I
it's
could
on,
do that
if
too,
it's
though.
on the package,
I
then
could do that.
you could, but you can't touch the package when you're in the store.
Was that
right?
because of COVID or?
No,
Okay.
because it's in a locked room where.
Well, they can't
Right.
hand me the package.
No.
If I want to know how many terpenes on
You-
it, they should hand me the
You're familiar with the AGCO, right?
Yeah.
And their compliance, the way they are with compliance.
You can't touch the package, Mike.
You cannot. Yeah.
We can't hear you.
So I work in a store where it's a live menu. So when you walk in,
What does live menu mean?
Everything is in a locked cupboard.
Okay.
On a shelf, and most places you walk in and you're looking at a screen, almost like a fast food restaurant.
Like McDonald's.
Right? So you're not seeing the package at all when you're looking at a screen.
No.
At least with it in a locked glass cabinet,
there,
you can view it, and we can have a better exchange about the product while we're standing in front of it. And more often than not, those products will say right on there what the terpene content is.
So I don't have to harass the people.
You don't have to, but
I'd like to though.
If you're, depending again what kind of store you're in, we're very hands-on.
How smooth is this?
You know, so
out of 100, let's go. How much? How
Why
smooth?
can't? Well, yeah, they should have that on the package.
How smooth?
Smoothness ranking.
How's the ash, asshole?
Why isn't there a company coming up and saying like we're gonna
I'm buying an edible? How's the ash?
There's no ash on that.
Exactly.
That'd be like that's what you poop out. That's the ash.
The
You're gonna rank your
How's the
shit.
excrement?
You're gonna rank your excrement. It's excellent. You know the edibles were good, but the excrement was excellent.
That shit was burning.
Yeah. It's a weird, like, why would you rank the ash of a joint? Like, what do you care?
I actually, when she said it, made it much nicer though. The
It
conversation-
did.
It
I'm
enjoyed
like-
my joint a
But I'm
little
like, but then I thought to myself, isn't all ash white? Like, isn't it all the same color?
No.
That's a good
No?
question.
No, God, no.
I'm going to look at the ash now a lot more often.
Don't look at the shit we're smoking.
I'm not going to look at my shit, but I'm going to look at the ash.
If it's, I've had
Look
stuff
at the
that's
ash,
black.
not the shit.
Not the shit.
Yeah.
Your excrement doesn't matter.
Look at the
ash does though.
Yes.
It's a similar it's a similar concept.
Exactly.
Similar.
Similar. So is there some brands that you want to like tell people about, like recommend?
Yeah,
say,
give
like-
us a top. Let's give us
like a top 5 right
my
now.
Something top 3, 5.
Give me
even
top
if it's
5.
a
You're
two.
asking me to
I give you
plug
my top
brands
2.
that-
I give you my top 2. I can give you a
Go
couple
ahead.
more.
Go ahead. Well, we know Little Bear or whatever the fuck
I
it
like.
is.
Simply Bear, Apple Toffee. One of my tops.
Is that 2?
I would agree.
Is that 2?
What's that?
Is that 2 different brands? Little
No,
Bear and Simple Toffee?
Simply Bear is not Little Bear.
Whatever.
It's Simply Bear, and it's Apple Toffee's the strain. So
Okay.
Simply Bear is the brand. Apple Toffee's
So
the
that's
strain.
one.
Colors Pedro Sweet Sativa.
Okay.
There's probably some I'm forgetting.
Okay,
but-
what do you got? What do you got?
Yeah.
If you had to give us 2, 3, let's go 3.
One of my favorite is
You're not
oh my
getting paid
goodness,
for
I
this,
can't.
by
I
the
think
way.
it's a
Just letting you
hybrid.
know.
I think is a Johnny Chronic is the name of the company.
I like that name, by the way.
Johnny Chronic.
That's a good name.
And it's called Cherry Bomb.
Oh, that's a good name too.
Ooh,
Amazing.
Cherry.
One of
Cola.
my favorites. Yeah.
Okay, Cherry Bomb.
Cherry Bomb.
Cherry
Will you write
Bomb.
this down, Mike?
Well,
And
we have it on the
then-
show. It's going to be recorded.
One I just tried it the other day, and that's what I was going into the store to get for us today. And then
Okay.
I changed my mind and got the general
I'm
admission.
so glad you did. I really like this.
I really
General
enjoyed that.
admission.
I'm not
So
gonna lie.
this might make my list now. General
That's number 3
admission,
with a bullet.
Girl Scout cookie. What is it?
It is called
Cushy Girl Scout
Oh my
cookie?
goodness, Tropic.
Tropic.
Yeah,
Girl Scout cookie. I think it's because it's a little fruitiness to it.
yeah. You
Those
got
are-
that,
okay,
that
what was number
little
2? Keep
haze
going, keep
mixed in there.
Okay.
It's called Broken Coast, and it's called
had-
Amnesia Haze.
Okay, I've had Broken Coast before.
Have you had the Amnesia Haze?
I don't know if I've had an Amnesia Haze. I don't. I'm very particular about the sativas I get, and like some indicas I don't like when they like knock me out. Like
Yes.
so, is this that sounds like
Amnesia Haze is
Amnesia
is
Haze sounds like a
Yeah,
sativa.
but it's in the name.
No, it's
They're
a
warning
sativa.
you.
It's,
Hey,
oh, it's a
asshole.
sativa.
Haze.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a haze. Okay,
As
so
soon as you hear haze, you know sativa.
okay.
I just learned that right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that gonna put me out, or is it gonna like?
It's gonna. Well, hopefully it'll
Sativa
perk
should
you up.
perk you up.
Perk you up. Yes.
But it sounds
Now,
like Amnesia
having-
Haze sounds like it's gonna give me Alzheimer's.
So I find it's a very makes me focused. Doesn't
Okay.
really give me a crazy.
It does
buzz,
what you
but
want it to
yeah,
do.
Exactly.
You want to lift fucking 100-pound weights? Smoke some weed.
Yeah. I wanted to say on the package that it's going to cause me to have paranoid schizophrenia.
No,
Like,
you
then
don't.
it's-
Cigarettes do that.
Then
too.
it's going to be like, this
Where'd
is
you
some
stop?
good shit.
Oh,
Too
Jesus.
funny.
Okay, next one.
Another one is anything from Tea God, which is
heard of 'em.
the Green Organic Dutchman. And I just had their Maple Kush. Oh my goodness, that
Maple
was
Kush.
lovely.
What's it from what brand again?
From
Tea
Tea God.
Tea God.
Told you already.
So it's grown in organic
We'll have to go back and
living
listen to the show.
soil, I believe.
Okay.
And they feed the soil with maple syrup. and that's how they nourish the plant.
See, I was told to put
my
eggshells
goodness.
in bananas, but whatever.
Very
Maple
cool.
But does it have like a mapley flavor to it?
It's real Canadian.
I really,
It's
I
real
don't know
Canadian.
if
Put maple
it
syrup on all
was,
that
yeah,
and everything.
I don't know if
Put
it
that
was
shit on everything.
placebo or what, but like at the very beginning, I could have swore I had nice maple syrup flavor.
Interesting.
Yes. But
I
then
wonder if
I
I
found
just
it
handed
more
it to you.
sweet.
We need to have Luisa come back with a naked taste.
We should
test.
get Luisa in here with Stuntman and see what happens. Magic Mike Spark.
Maybe.
Oh, Stuntman.
He's
Sorry.
a little much though.
He's awesome.
Yeah, but I definitely want to have a like a blind naked
We'll do this again.
Smoke test. What do you call it?
We want to do some reviews.
You know what I mean?
Luisa's going to start doing reviews for us.
Like
Everybody check them out. You want to get weed?
I'll smell it and we'll pick it out.
We're going to do the reviews.
Remember when I tried to do that with Nutella?
Yeah, you failed.
And I failed.
You're Italian. Too.
I failed. He put out 3 different Nutellas, but he tricked me.
I didn't trick him.
You did. You put the same one in 2 of them.
Yeah. How's that a fucking trick?
That's a trick.
That's a trick. Well,
that's a good move.
Don't get me started on Nutella. 'Cause
Nutella is unique though. It's hard to replicate.
Oh no! This came up because
have
you
you
said
had
Kraft made a good
European?
one.
Kraft did make a good one. It's good.
You have to have the European Nutella, like actually from France or Italy, and it is way different.
We didn't have that on the show.
I've
better
I've been to
tasting.
Italy and it is way better. It's good. It's good. But I don't know if it was that different. But you're right. There's something about it here.
Yeah, it's probably the preservatives we put.
It's
in
the
that
preservatives
shit.
or something. It's drier or something.
Their Nutella lasts a week. Ours lasts 2 years.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You just heard that here.
You probably had Nutella in your cupboard for 4 years.
That's what he claimed to me. He goes, "I think this is stale." I'm like, "I just bought it."
But there you go. Maybe that's why he put shitty North American Nutella, not the European
standard
stuff.
Nutella
And
that
then-
you buy.
And then he put 2 cups with Kraft in it. I picked up the President's Choice one easy though.
Yeah, because that one was shit.
That's terrible. Anyways,
Louisa, you got anything to plug? You got a website?
It's called what's the name of the store again that you go to?
Plug your store.
Yeah, I work at Inspired Cannabis.
Inspired Cannabis. So
Yeah,
if you're
on Ontario in Welland.
If you're out there looking for some expert advice, someone who's going to cultivate your experience,
Lots of experts in that store.
there you go.
If anyone wants to learn, be educated, reach out to her.
Have some fun reviews. They're going to be on the. It's just going to be reviews
and we're hoping to
fun
work on
little-
some magic here too. Some weed reviews with Louisa.
That would be amazing.
Monthly type weed review.
I
Hear
would
it here
love that.
first on Angels Live in My Town.
That would be
Yeah.
excellent if you could review.
Lots of fun reviews. Just
think
have a
people
good
would like
time
that.
with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so.
Get Mike high all the time.
Yeah, but he's losing. He's slipping. We got to get out of here, guys.
This is when I.
Mikey?
What's going on right
We're
now?
leaving soon. Hello.
Are we gonna wrap up? Are we gonna wrap it up?
We're
Let's
wrapping.
wrapping it up.
We're
Okay.
wrapping.
All right, Louisa. Thank you
Louisa,
so much
thank
for coming
you.
on the show. That was
Thanks,
excellent. Did we not
guys.
have a
Super fun.
game
Had
or
a great
anything to play
time.
with?
We got
Thank
nothing.
you.
The weed was the game.
Okay.
You're high, bud. We're done.
I don't like when you rush through and do that.
I got to. Got to cut you off sometimes.
It's not good on the show, though.
It works fine. Mikey, have a good night, buddy.
It's like we can do it nicer.
No, there's no nice. We always end abruptly.
No.
That's the move.
Okay, we're done.
Fuck it.
Show's over.
See you guys.
You ever see anyone else doing that on a show?
We're ahead of our time. Tim Dillon.
All right, thanks
Fight
everybody.
that shit.
Thanks everybody.
Have a good one. Thanks, Louisa.
Thanks, guys.
I like your name a lot.